course, a priest walks in. No, just kidding. What's going on, everybody? What's going
I
on?
want to hear the rest of that joke.
No, we can. We have to do it off air.
Okay.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Popcorn Chicken. Got a good show. Justin's getting the seat right now. He had to contort himself into the seat. He's in there now. He's good.
I did it.
Chris is here.
There's
Say
the
hi.
buttons. There's the buttons.
Hello,
Yeah,
hello,
everybody.
hello. Good evening, everyone.
All right, man. Let's get into it. Let's hijack
Let's
this show
talk
here.
about Secret Invasion.
No, please don't.
We should have a show where we go back over all the bad shows. we watched.
It
Do-
would be a
do it
marathon.
worse.
It'd be a
It'll be a lot.
marathon.
Oh,
We could do a charity event. 24-hour thing.
Please give.
Yeah, please.
We have Willow on in the
yeah,
background.
yeah. The torture.
every time somebody donates,
Yeah.
we restart Willow.
That's actually a
The
good
reset button again. Yeah. We have to watch that painful show again.
Oh.
We might have to have Cowabunga do involved us somehow.
Yeah, he has to moderate the whole thing.
Yeah. For sure.
All right, man. Okay, Nate Dogg's not here today, but we'll survive. His chair will not be moved in his honor.
Should have brought like a
Yeah,
stuffy or
cut out
something.
of Nate.
I still like that idea. Remember we thought about this one time? He comes in, we all have masks on, and we don't explain why or anything. We just go on with the show. We don't. If he brings it up, we don't change the subject.
my
We've
God.
got to do that. If he watches this, he's gonna.
He
know
would
now.
trip out.
Well, I have 3 Star Wars helmets now.
Well, I got my Vader one.
Yeah,
How about,
I
before,
got-
how about Ahsoka premiere?
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we
Okay.
won't tell him.
We won't tell him. The three of us.
Well,
Yeah.
he's gonna
Don't
watch
say
it.
anything.
He's gonna watch it.
I bet she won't.
Nah,
Yeah, he will.
nah. This is the test to see if he does
Yeah,
watch,
yeah, yeah.
watch
Yes.
it.
If he comes back next week, nice try, guys.
Yeah.
Then we
we'll
know. Then we know.
'Cause
Okay.
That's okay.
And don't you anybody tell him.
Yeah, exactly.
Because yeah, I got the Mark 2 or no phase 2 clone trooper helmet.
I have a clone trooper helmet too.
It is like compared to the stormtrooper helmet that I have, it is like twice as high quality. Like
Comfortable too.
oh, it's so much more comfortable. The
Mm.
stormtrooper one, and like because I have the full set, and I walked around that for a photo shoot, and I couldn't see a damn thing. It just fogs up constantly. It doesn't fit on your face well. And it's just kind of like I don't know. It's awkward. This thing, it's just like,
Like
and it's like
classic.
4 inches taller.
It's like memory foam.
Kind of. Well, it's still like the hard plastic kind of thing with the like helmet, whatever. But it's bigger. Like it's taller. And I don't know. It's just
Cool. Bigger and taller. Let's talk about Idris Elba and his show.
yeah.
Good segue.
Yeah.
Good segue.
Finale.
Yep.
I was like, kind of like, not expecting it to hit the ground running, but it did, and I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
Because usually they'll talk about something else and then finally get to the cliffhanger that we were used to in episode 6. So I'm glad right away they're like, oh, here it is, all the shit that you just saw
Yeah.
in episode
They're in the
6.
airplane. Everything's on fire. And,
Yeah. And then we see everybody rushing to the front. They're gonna take this
Oh.
guy out, the main guy, and is it Sam? Is it his name?
Sam,
Yeah.
yeah.
Our boy
Yep.
Sam is like saying, "Hey, listen, give me the gun, or you can probably shoot a couple of us, but they're gonna end up jumping you,
Yeah.
or I could take the gun and save you
Yeah.
and not get you killed.
Yeah.
What do you want to do, right?" And at first I thought, oh, this is kind of a lame way of getting the gun, but then I'm like, it kind of does make sense though. If he's got 5 bullets in the chamber,
Yeah.
he's killing 5, but the rest are gonna come after him.
Yeah.
Well, also, he's just like, give me the gun, because then I'll have all the power, and then I can figure this out. Because right
Yeah.
now your plan
It's just
has
bunch of
gone,
yeah.
and nothing's working. So now I am the captain. now
Yeah, look at me. Look at me.
I am the captain now.
So, yeah, I mean, he just gives him the gun, and obviously this guy says everyone back off kind of
Mhm.
thing, and does assume control. But the problem is, he's got a gun, and he can control everything inside the cabin area, but not the cockpit.
Well, and he asks him too. He's like, "All right, who is she?" And then all of the hijackers are like, "I don't know. I don't know. She's not with us." And it's like, what?
Well, the end of
That
episode
was the worst.
6, everyone's like, "Who's that? what's going on?"
And then obviously our captain, rest in peace,
Yeah.
is Dunsky. So there's another problem right
Didn't
there.
even realize it's a guy from Andor until
Yeah,
he was in Andor.
yeah. He was
So-
one of the politicians.
Politicians, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bale.
Both ways,
No.
both of his fates are gonna be dead, right? So
Yeah, he dies on Scarif or whatever.
Tatooine.
No. Tatooine 2.0.
everybody ends up in Tatooine somehow.
No, he was on the planet.
It's easier to bury
That-
them in Tatooine.
You just wait an hour for the wind to come.
You don't even have to dig. Just wait
Yeah.
for a sandstorm.
All right. So he's trying to. Everyone is trying to obviously trying to get into the cockpit to control the plane, and
Mhm.
she's obviously locked herself in. And if everybody knows that once you lock that cockpit door, it's nearly impossible to open that door
Mhm.
unless you got like torches, right?
Yeah.
Blow
Or a
torches.
lightsaber.
Yeah, or a lightsaber. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the idea now is to convince her to open the door.
Right.
And then the story obviously changes to down below
Mm-hmm.
with the I want to call it the war room, control room.
Sure.
Yeah, whatever, right? Control room, and then your politicians are going like, "Hey, why is this happening? What do they get out of it?" Well,
And they shorted the stocks of the airline, and so then obviously hijacking and plane crash, that's bad for business. And then the
Right.
stocks go down, and then they bet against it, and then they
Yep.
make money,
a lot of money.
billions.
Yeah, a lot of money, and they're like, "Well, they got what they wanted. We released them.
Yeah.
Now they're making money, but the plane's still gonna come and crash. So what did we accomplish?"
Yeah.
And they're trying to jostle between having the plane being shot down again. So we've got these fighter jets lining up at the plane.
Well, this time they're British ones as opposed to
Yeah, so
Turkish. or
now they're
Hungarian
having this
ones.
internal conflict of like, do we shoot it down? And everyone's like, yes, we should shoot down these people because they're gonna, damage more and kill more
Mhm.
than just the 300 whatever it is on the plane, 200 whatever it is.
Yep.
And so there's a conflict there, and then I believe the prime minister calls them as well.
Well, it was the Secretary of Defense and someone else or whatever, and he was essentially just like, the Prime Minister's going to call, but we're the ones advising.
Yeah.
And he's like, I already let go one of the most dangerous fugitives in the world,
Yeah.
so like I'm going to have to resign anyway. So
Yeah.
if we need to blow this up, put it on me. It's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine. I'll do it.
Yeah, for sure.
And then the phone call comes in, and then neither of them can do it. So they're like, we won't turn guns on our own people and blah, blah.
Yeah. Plus,
So-
there's the third story of the son.
Yeah, so
the
3
apartment.
stories are happening
Yeah.
at the same time.
And all were as equally captivating.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There wasn't a part where I was just like, ugh, this guy again.
Yeah.
Even though the like cop new boyfriend or whatever, I didn't like as a character in the beginning. But then like this episode, it was just like, oh, he's the coolest guy ever too. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did like him as well. He grew on me. As
Yeah.
well. Yeah. And so yeah, the 3 stories are going on simultaneously, and obviously the main story is on the plane. They find, I believe, the name of the daughter. They get some information
Yeah.
from down below, right? There was a phone
They,
call.
have a f- they find her phone, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry,
Amanda.
yeah.
Amanda's
Amanda,
her name
yeah.
and her
Yeah.
phone.
Starts ringing.
Hey, cowabunga, dude.
How's it going, Kawa? So he's trying to hit her on, like the
feels.
family and the feelings and all that, right? Right. He gets a piece of paper or something like that. But before that, there was another gentleman that comes out of nowhere with the beard up and suit, and he's like, "I was one of them too." So they had 2 sleeper people sitting
Well,
there,
no,
right?
he smuggled the guns onto the plane,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and also he did the deal for them shorting the stocks. So he was, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, my family's, held captive,
Yeah,
whatever
it
it
seems
is.
like everybody's families are
yeah.
held
Yeah.
captive.
Yeah. I'm surprised everybody in the plane wasn't a sleeper agent.
Yeah,
right?
pretty
But,
much.
like,
Yeah.
everyone out of the woodworks is coming out, right? So, yeah, they got a hold of and then obviously Idris Elba is like, what the heck is going on here? Like, he's just freaking out. Like,
Mhm.
who are you? What?
Yeah.
Again, another one? Like, more? Pins him on the wall. Like, say my name. Yeah, he's just probably like, enough of this. Like,
Yeah.
what is going on here? Hey, like, everybody's
I got
coming
5
out.
bullets, and I just need all of you to line up.
I was surprised he did just put one to his head. Just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
that's
Well,
it.
actually, I thought that's what the main hijacker.
It's the most violent
Yeah.
hitchhiker ever.
Did I get on the plane?
The main hijacker guy. I thought that's what he was gonna do. Is
Yeah.
just put the bullet to himself
Yeah.
because he was the only.
Well, he lost, right? At the end of the
Yeah.
day. Like,
Yeah.
no matter what.
But that was the only gun that had bullets, right?
Yeah.
Because they all found out. Because again,
Oh.
eventually the other criminal, remember the guy was there, they said that when they looked on board and there's only one criminal, it's this guy, and it was the guy that kept talking to the kids. You know, he finally got up and did something, and he put the bag.
Yeah, that was cool
Yeah.
scene.
And then he grabbed the gun, but that's when they find out that the guns are blanks.
That's why they want to rush to the
Well,
front, right?
Yeah.
they don't necessarily find. Everyone doesn't, because then Idris he's like pushing the other people back, and then there's the one guy who just killed the what are they called, the parrot head, killed the parrot head hijacker, and then so he runs up to Idris Elba with his gun, and he's like blah, 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 and then they yell back and forth, and then he goes to shoot his leg and nothing happens, and Idris Elba doesn't even flinch. He's like, all right, so this one actually has bullets.
Yeah.
Say my name.
Yeah.
See, what I thought might happen too, and I'm kind of jumping ahead here, is that because Idris Elba helped them out throughout the flight, that a lot of the passengers might be like, he's one of them.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
so I thought he'd
yeah.
like go into custody or something at the end,
Yeah.
or even get shot or something like that.
Yeah.
But
That's a good point. Yeah. I mean, they did try to shoot him,
Yeah.
yeah,
and that's when they found out it's not real bullets.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So
But I meant when the plane lands and when all the like.
Oh yeah.
I thought maybe he would be mistaken or something like that.
you know what I also thought, that he was in it as well as a sleeper agent.
Mm.
That would have been crazy.
Yeah.
Like he walks up and he has a smile on his face and a duffel bag in his hand.
Yeah. Mission
Oh, that would be
accomplished.
so good.
Or he meets, the two guys that got away, the
Yeah.
one they shot. He meets the guys afterwards. Write that.
That would have been amazing.
That's season 2.
Yeah. Well, that I think you guys already talked about. Could there actually be a season 2?
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so. No.
He's too big
Because
of a star.
They didn't leave any. Every episode ended with a cliffhanger, and that's why I actually found it easy to binge watch.
Sure.
Because it's just like, oh my god, who got
Yeah.
shot? Oh my god, who's that? Oh my god. You know.
If there is a cliffhanger, it would probably be not him. It'd probably be somebody else. Maybe the cop.
Well, so yeah, that's again.
Yeah.
Because I don't see him doing a bad. It's hard to say, but
yeah.
because he's such a big movie star, I don't see him continuing to do a series. Rather, just go to movies, right?
Mm,
And then just do this one off because Apple probably paid him through the nose to do it.
yeah. Yeah.
But I could see them maybe doing something.
But that's why you think they would have left with some sort of.
But the name kind of screws them over, right? Like
What name?
Hijack.
Hijack a train,
Yeah.
A
it's
boat,
a
ferry,
boat,
a ferry
Sub-
from London to France.
submarine.
just- that's season 5.
Yeah. What else can we do?
Gonna work their way up to it.
Space
Space,
shuttle.
yeah, SpaceX, SpaceX,
Vin Diesel, what are
Yeah.
you doing here?
the Queen's Chariot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna do another one or not.
The only thing they didn't tie up was that other criminal mind that shot the other guy, and they just drove away, right?
Well,
Y-
that's
yeah.
the open thing. Like that's why I'm thinking that maybe they might do one
Right.
because of that open. Right? They never were caught.
Well, yeah. The main bad guy that released, there was some associate of his. They're sitting there at a farm,
Yeah.
and they were gonna go do something, and then he's like, all right, let's go. And he's like, every second we sit here, we make another $1 million. And he's
Yeah.
like, we already have enough money. Let's go. And he's like, whatever.
Yeah.
So then he goes up to some bearded dude, and he's like, change of plans, we're going now. And he's like, all right. Then they go up to the bald dude that we all thought was like the main bad guy, and then just like, wow, dead. All right, let's drive away now. And he's like, oh, so wait, the main villain's dead? Okay, wait. And it's been such a like telephone game of like who the actual bad guy is, because it starts with like, oh, it's Hijack, they're the bad guys. No,
Yeah.
actually, they're being coerced to do this. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Or
There's
when,
someone above him.
When she gets the Amanda who takes over the flight there, she gets the text just says now.
Yeah.
Who's that coming from?
Yeah.
Right?
What? Didn't he send that?
The bald guy?
Yeah.
Possibly. Probably.
I think we saw, but
He
I
did
mean,
because when he was on the ground dead, the phone was there and it says
oh,
there was a
right.
message there from Amanda.
from her. Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he was in direct contact with
Right,
her.
right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. For sure.
But yeah, so then the main bad guy's dead, and then we don't know what they're
Well,
going
I think
to
they're
do.
both mean 1 and 1A kind of thing, right?
Sure, but it focused on him,
Yeah.
the bald guy.
Yeah.
But
you knew right away when the drone's following him and the car goes, it's like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's not in the car.
no,
Like, how stupid could they be?
got a new car. He's not in it. Wow.
Yeah.
Like everything that was like that, of like, of course it's not. But it wasn't getting mad at the writing or the show. It was like the cops were just like doing
Incompetent
normal
somewhat,
human mistakes
Yeah,
and normal
for sure.
incompetence.
And that can happen, of course.
Yeah.
right?
So like everything, like even when he's like, "Oh, I am standing still," and he's like, "Well, the phone that I just gave you, it seems to be moving quite a bit," and he's just like, "Of course you track the thing. Yeah. Sorry, please don't kill anybody." It's like that. In that moment of just like panic of like, okay, we gotta go. Of course, you don't think like, wait, is he tracking the phone he just handed? No,
Yeah.
this is just communication.
Yeah. No, it was definitely. I mean, when I think about the whole series, definitely like there was so many. The thing is like, it was good because it's simple.
Yeah.
Right. Takes like basically one location on a plane, which they did a really good job. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
planes are claustrophobic and tight and small.
Yeah.
To have like action sequences and tension and stuff.
And not just all be like shaky cam.
Yeah, because they could have
Yeah.
done a lot more.
Born
on the
Identity.
a lot more on the ground and
Yeah.
backstory, and I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad it was just sort of like.
Yeah.
It reminded me of like Die Hard. They just want money.
Yeah.
right? It's just thieves wanting money. It's
Yep.
no
It'd be pretty
underlying-
cool to get a behind the scenes of how they did it. It's probably a half clam shell
Yeah.
for sure.
plane. Right?
They definitely built.
Yeah. The
a
lighting was
plane
great,
set.
right? It wasn't like dark and
Yeah.
difficult to see people. Lighting was great.
Mm-hmm.
What I really liked about this show was there was a lot of small characters that played a part
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
throughout the plane,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is supposed to be like that. Everyone from the stewardess to the guy at the way at the back to the kids, right? Like everybody had a part to play in it.
Not only did everyone have a part to play, everybody was so unpredictable.
Yeah.
Like not just the hijackers, like the girl.
They're- yeah.
They were very unpredictable, right?
Yeah.
Each hijacker's like, oh my god, what's this pilot gonna do?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then the passengers too, and we saw that.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh my god, what's the pilot gonna do? What's this guy? Like even the couple behind that knew the guy was from military.
Yeah,
right? They
yeah.
knew the bullets were
Ballistics, yeah.
blank and stuff like that. I really like that.
Yeah, and for the most part, I can remember every one of the passengers.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there wasn't really a like.
At least 12 to 15 of them you can remember.
Yeah.
Sure.
vividly,
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
For sure, the girl
Right?
gets
Yeah.
killed. The family with the two kids.
Yeah.
You know, again, the couple
The Arab
behind.
dad and grandfather and the son.
Yes.
Yeah.
With the
exactly.
diabetes.
The guy sitting beside
Yeah.
him.
The
The
priest.
the girl
right?
with the square glasses who doesn't have a family or
Yes,
friends.
Yeah, she's American too. She's
The
Irish
guy,
Yeah.
American.
the guy sitting next to Idris Elba,
Yeah, that's
right?
Oh
correct,
yeah, the curly haired
yeah.
guy.
and then the
Yeah.
girl sitting across
all
them,
the,
right?
All the people that
Teenagers.
worked on, all the stewards and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that. They're all great.
Yeah, I think there's a good balanced show with a lot of characters.
Mm.
I didn't mind going back and forth from the ground to the air because it was,
Wait, we haven't even talked about the. I think my favorite scene, when they got his son out, like they start
oh
doing
yeah, yeah.
the like evacuation thing because they're like, all right, plane's coming, we don't know if it's gonna crash, and so you hear a knock at the door, the cleaners. Or no, because he called the cops last episode. Then they come. He goes to sneak out. They capture him. They now know he's there. Whatever. And then, what's the new boyfriend goes to knock on the door.
Well, he calls him because they're like call.
Oh right, yeah.
They go call him, and then he's like, that bike
I'll take the bike.
Yeah.
And he's like, he knows right away.
I wonder
something's up.
how did that translate to like I need to go, because he ran into the car.
Yeah.
Like if he had drove normally down there, okay, fine. He's just on a hunch. He's gonna go anyways to make sure he's okay.
What bike did he?
He's like that bike that I really like.
I'd have to go back.
I
to
think
the
it's
first
maybe
episode or
he
something.
was.
It was a
told-
clue.
I think he was told to take a bike because he wanted the car. I think,
Mm.
and he didn't like the bike. So I think maybe he's like something's off. Like why is he saying I like the bike? That's what I'm
Maybe,
thinking.
yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, there was probably
Yeah.
some line I think in the first episode.
Because he ran to his car. He didn't tell the other cops why. He just bolted it.
No, he was already driving. He was calling him just to be like, "Hey, you good?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna be leaving on the bike that I left this morning." And he's like, "Okay."
He left the other officers because he had talked to his
His wife,
girlfriend,
yeah,
his
yeah.
wife, and she said
Oh,
he's
yeah,
gone over
yeah,
to
okay,
Dad's
okay.
place.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha, gotcha.
and then she told him that somebody called
Yes,
to confirm
asked
the
the
address.
address.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then he
that's right.
flicked the lights on after
He got the
okay,
bike
yeah,
thing because
okay.
he's just like, "Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
yeah, he's in trouble."
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then obviously
But
It was a good
Not-
setup. It was
it
smart. It was smart.
it was good. Like he gets up there and he's just like, "Yeah, we're evacuating. You gotta go." And
Mate,
he's
this,
like,
this ain't a drill.
Yeah.
mate. Like, we
"This
gotta
is
go.
Some plane.
right?
I don't know much. And then
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh, it's just me." And he's like, "Well, Kev told me that there's a team you guys. So whatever. Like, who cares? Like, he's just like, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Like, we just have to go. Okay, whatever." And then he turns his back so that. So, they just
I
start
thought-
bringing out the kid.
So I thought that part was weird because the kid's coming out like this.
Yeah,
I was like, anyone would know that this kid's being forced out of there.
sure, but I mean, all they would do is like throw a hoodie over him, or like
Yeah.
his whatever. But yeah, they just immediately come out and then get tackled by SWAT. It was just,
It was the easiest operation ever.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It can be all that easy, can
Yeah.
they? But yeah, so that gets cleared up.
Yeah.
Ground control obviously said they don't want to blow up the plane. They tell the jets to back off,
Yep.
just keep them in a sight. That's it. So that's giving them more time. And then the main thing is now is Amanda's opened the door
Mm-hmm.
to let him in because he's kind of gotten into her inside her head now, right?
Mm.
With the notes and everything. And it's funny, they all try to rush, even though this guy's telling them,
Yeah.
I'm the only one want to go in there.
Yeah.
And I'm invited, I'm told by her it's only me. So do not come close. And they keep running into it. I'm like, why would you do that?
They've been on the
Panic.
plane for 7 hours,
yeah,
man. It's like,
they want to get out,
Yeah.
right?
get
Well,
this
she's
over
gonna
with.
she's gonna get them on the ground real fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, he locks himself in there with her, and it basically starts convincing her and stuff. And the main thing, she's like, "I killed somebody." Like,
Yeah.
she's like, everything's coming back into her mind, going, "What did I just do?" Right?
Yeah.
You gotta believe me, Sam. It's all about I had to do this because they have my daughter. Blah blah blah. So he's smart. He conveys that down below and says, "Listen, she didn't have a choice but to shoot because if she didn't, her daughter would have been dead."
Yeah.
And you guys have to grant her immunity or something like that, right? And they're like, yeah, sure, whatever, I don't care. They're like, one person's life, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
We're gonna say billions.
Like,
and
that's okay.
Natural disaster averted. Yes,
Yeah.
just give her the immunity, whatever. We'll do it right now, right? And so she gets that insurance, and then she's from the Navy, I believe, or is it Air Force? Something like she has military background. That's why
yeah,
she was able to fly
yeah.
the plane.
Sure.
Because I remember them talking about that. They did a background check on her. She has
Oh, right.
military background
Yeah.
right? So she was able to fly the plane, and then they're so low where the chances of them crashing are very high, and they can't even get up. I think altitude-wise anymore.
Yeah. Well, they're out of.
They're out of fuel.
Out of fuel,
and then
yeah.
they're on fumes. She was saying, right?
Yeah.
So, and they're off course, like weird off course,
Oh,
big
yeah.
time, in
Yeah.
some area where they find a landing strip somewhere, and
She's like, there's a road right
They're
there.
like, stop talking about the road.
Yeah.
You're not putting it down on the road.
Love that.
and they're like, you got to make it to this runway, and it was close, right? And then obviously Sam had to like help her out, get the landing gear down, step on the brakes or something.
Yep.
The part that really gets me is I have a family member who's a pilot, right? And if I ask him if he saw this, he would laugh his brains off. There's no way that plane should be in one piece the way it landed.
Right.
I thought the CG of this
yeah.
plane crash
That's fine, yeah.
was the best thing. Was better than anything I've seen out of Disney in the past decade. Like it was. It just like how it crumbled and parts came off and just the entire time I was like, oh god, no. It was like
Yeah.
I was just getting.
But anybody that knows that the chances of that plane staying in one piece
Oh,
and not
at
blowing
that
up,
speed, it turns
it's
into
not
paper
happening
mache.
because the turbine, the engine, there's a fuel line that's connected to that. If one blows, right, the chances are that thing could blow into all of it.
But they're out of fuel. They didn't have any fuel left.
Well, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
But there's got to be some fumes and stuff in there, right?
Sure.
Or just
I mean, it did explode. There was
there
explosion.
was, yeah,
Yeah,
there was,
there was
some
explosion.
flames that came
Yeah.
up towards the end.
Yeah.
I mean, friction alone is going to cause you to, have fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. But at least it wasn't like, oh, we made a perfect landing. You know, it was like it was still tough.
It was
right?
a good, it was a good mix of like.
Like a couple people running out in fire would have been awesome.
I just like when they're all running out and they're like, "That's one." Like they're pointing. At the
Yeah.
Just pointing at anyone. That guy, I didn't like him. He's one.
He put his seat back and knocked my drink over. It's
Yeah.
that guy. He gets one up and two.
It must have been the priest.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. They basically, but it's not over. There's more, right? It's not over. We all think it's a happy ending there. They all get out, but why is Idris Elba the last one out of the plane? Pretty much.
Because he had to get.
'Cause he's the star of the show.
Yeah, well, that too.
They had to have a dramatic end.
But you
Yeah.
had to get the gift that he bought for his
Yeah.
ex-wife.
Yeah.
That's gonna go over
Yeah. You can't go home and say sorry.
I left it on the plane. I
Yeah.
almost died on.
What? You left it on the.
Yeah.
This is why I divorced you. You can never even think
don't
of
care
me.
what happened. Yeah.
But yeah, what happens is our boy, the leader of the terrorist group, is still there.
Right, and they've messed up because the other guy with the beard, the guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We did get the guy.
Yeah, I
with the
got the
beard,
beard.
yeah.
Like, did you get like? It's so like vague. Did you get this guy? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we got him. You got this girl. Oh,
We
yeah.
got two.
two guys,
The
three
funny-
guys and a girl.
Yeah, they're like 1, 2, 3, got it.
The funny thing is they have everyone's picture,
I
Well,
know.
yeah.
so they could have just gave the picture on his phone and
Yeah.
said verify
This-
these people.
This squad.
Like,
this
what kind of Mickey
team.
Mouse operation is
Well,
this?
I mean, you also have like
Come
30,
on, British
40
Army and military, get
You
it
got
together.
like 30, 40 people that are just witnesses as well who can just pin the guy.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
But yeah, so
But how did like the main hijacker guy he wasn't
he was
some-
restrained.
But did the,
yeah, and then he got so it showed he was just had zip ties and then he just got out of them.
Hmm.
I'll be off in a second. I just gotta use the bathroom.
Yeah,
Damn it, 2-play only. But Idris Elba's character Sam was smart. He put the phone in the bathroom there to divert it,
yeah,
and then told them, call this number.
Call me.
Yeah.
to his
Call
ex.
me. And of course he's like, and he's like, no, what happened? And then it was the weirdest way they apprehended him, or got him. Like he had 2 guns in his hand.
well, 1.5, we'll call it.
Yeah. And then he knocks one on into the
Yeah, why
toilet.
did he have both guns?
I don't
Well,
Well,
'cause
understand.
he
one's
just
a blank.
Yeah, but he didn't have time to go like,
Oh, yeah, which one is what,
so
right?
he's just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I get it.
one of these will kill you.
Yeah, yeah.
So he hits him and knocks him off course, and he drops one of them in the toilet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But he still got one in his hand.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened because then they just showed the military coming in with tear gas.
Well, yeah.
Wouldn't he turn around and try to shoot Sam?
Yeah, it wasn't.
He dropped both. I just.
Oh, did he?
He hit him once. He dropped one.
Oh, okay.
And then the
okay.
SWAT team came on, and he did it again. He dropped both, and that's when he jumped. him.
Okay, got it. Okay, that makes sense then. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that was such a weird scene for me. I was
It
like,
was chaotic. And
yeah,
dark.
yeah. So yeah, they end up getting him, and
See,
then
that-
Idris
That's when I
also.
think they should have come in and didn't know who was.
Shoot them both.
Not shoot them both, but at
But-
least like the tension of like, no, it's him, no, something
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
I expected that to happen, and then
It was almost too easy, right? The ending felt too easy.
A little bit, yeah. I
Yeah.
agree. I agree. Like, again, if they're not going into a season 2, then how do you end it without a cliffhanger, or does he actually?
Well, the cliffhanger is the other guy got away still.
Yeah, but if that was a real cliffhanger, they would have showed him at the end, right? Like,
But it's such a weird ending, though. Like,
Yeah.
if this is it,
yeah,
that means the bad guy got away.
yeah,
The guy, well, not the main guy, but the guys who orchestrated this, one of them got away.
yeah, allegedly. Well,
Yeah.
again, we don't even know who that guy
Well,
is.
but there was no closure to that particular
Yeah.
character.
No.
So that's why I'm like, wait, is this gonna end like this, or is there maybe a inch of maybe it's gonna come another way, another
Yeah.
form somehow?
I was waiting for something else too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I even how every day now there's an end credit scene or something.
Yeah.
I went through that. I'm like, okay, I don't see any clue, nothing here.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
they haven't said anything. They haven't announced it. So that's I'm thinking like, it might just be a one-off, and
Yeah.
this is just the way it ends.
I mean, it was a cool story.
At the end of the day, the lives were saved there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, except for 2 that died in the plane, but
3?
you know, a lot of the
Yeah.
deaths, except for the pilot getting shot.
decapitated. And they,
They
did show
didn't-
his body there.
They did, but
covered up.
they actually didn't show a lot of other deaths. They didn't
No.
show her. Even when they went to find the hijacker's mom, remember she's running out on the street?
Yeah.
They never actually showed her get hit.
No.
You just assumed
Well,
that
there isn't
she
much
did.
love of her left, anyways.
No, I know,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying, even though there was like, blood here and there,
Yeah,
they didn't
yeah,
actually
yeah.
show that much violence.
I think it was pretty self-explanatory that they were dead.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, yeah.
No, I know.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of
I know what
actually
you're
liked
saying,
that. Like, I
Mhm.
liked the way
The
they did it like that.
implied
Yeah.
or the implications of it. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it wasn't too gruesome, and it wasn't
I think
Too
that's what
heavy.
I think that's what they wanted, anyways.
sure. I mean, you're already talking about a hijacked airplane. It's
Yeah, it's very
I-
sensitive. As it is.
yeah. They're
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
treading in pretty heavy.
Next time we're doing the submarines.
yeah.
No, but again, I just like the fact that it was very simple. Like, when we go back to Silo, which we all liked,
Mhm.
there was a lot going on there at
Yeah.
times where it's like.
But
this,
Silo,
this,
I think
this.
from beginning they knew there's going to be more than one season.
Yeah.
when you know
Well, yeah.
when you know that you're gonna do more than one season, it's a different writing setup. Right?
Well, and when you buy the rights to a book that has what 10
Yeah.
in its
chances are there's gonna be a sequel.
For sure.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know what this is based on, anyways, but still, I don't know.
some
I think
Tom
it-
Clancy book or something. I don't know.
I think if this had a different title, it'd be more optimistic. I'd be more optimistic that there's a
The
sequel.
plane, or something like. Well, you don't. Say, I mean, you say it's
plane
hijack.
bus. The
I wonder
plane
what the
bus, the
show's
plane.
about.
Yeah.
It's called Hijack.
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
You know what? Maybe season 2 they're not going to continue the hijack name. Maybe like
Has it ever happened where they change the TV show's name?
I mean books do it all the time.
No.
I know. I
I've
don't.
never. I don't know.
I don't.
Anybody knows? Let us know.
I'm sure they have, but they will build it up like this is a sequel to this. even
Like
though
I
it's
know
called
there's been
this.
shows where a show spun out from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't remember. I don't recall a show
mean-
being changed in season.
Yeah, like
2.
next season, season 2 is going to be called Bank Heist. Tax evasion.
I mean, a ferry or boat would make sense because this guy probably wants to get out of the country, and ain't taking a plane.
Yeah.
But then again, like, we have a whole new cast then, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what are the odds of Sam taking a ferry to France?
Well, it happened to John McClane.
I was just going to say.
5, 6, 7 times.
That would be hilarious. This guy gets on the ferry and the same thing happens.
And then you see Keanu Reeves there too. from Speed.
He's the one driving up to the ferry.
Yeah, he's the driver. Can you sit down?
It's an old Greyhound. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'd be okay with it.
Yeah.
If they can creatively put together season 2.
Yeah.
Even without Idris Elba, I'll be fine with it because I think the cast that were sort of behind Idris Elba, not the people on the plane necessarily, but the cop.
They could do the typical next series as a revenge story. Somebody wants revenge.
The mom.
On him.
Oh.
So they're gonna kidnap his kid or something.
Yeah, yeah,
or
yeah.
the
Oh,
ex-wife.
and then it turns into.
And
so
then he teams up with.
no, and then
He teams up
John
with the greatest.
John McClane shows up, and then
I was thinking Liam Neeson.
I'm getting there. And then second season, Liam Neeson shows up.
That will be awesome.
Yeah.
If they can sign both of them,
Yeah.
a buddy cop kind of thing, I'm in. I will go out of my way to tell people to go and subscribe to Apple TV if
Yeah.
they do a buddy cop right there.
They need to start doing that, especially with like the writer's strike and stuff. Just let fans make up stories.
Yeah, they already are. It's called AI.
Oh yeah.
But like they just like out of control stories and let them fund it and
Do
make it.
Die Hard. What if?
Yeah.
Well, I guess we can give our score and then we can go on to other things. But there was something that you reminded me of by saying that. The new Sony movie that's coming out called Gran Turismo, which is based on real life, loosely. They said that they don't gonna advertise anything. Whatever they had in plan, that's all they're doing. But they're not doing anything else. They're gonna let the fans push this movie into.
That sounds like they just ran out of money.
Well, no, they can't go and get the cast to go promote it.
Right.
Why?
So whatever they had in their budget for a commercial, that's it. But they can't go because they're not allowed to cross the writer's strike.
Oh, so
the actors.
Oh, they
actors.
can't do like talk shows and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. They
Yeah,
can't.
they had
promote
to.
it.
The whole cast of Oppenheimer had to walk out.
Yeah,
They were
yeah.
just about to do like in Europe. They were about to do a whole premiere, and instead Christopher Nolan came out and said, "Sorry, they're here, but they just had to leave because they all just went on strike."
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
So Sony's like, we'll just let the fans promote it,
Yeah.
which I think is great because that's what
I
we
mean, that's
we
what-
do that anyways.
Oh, that's
Let's
not.
hope the,
That's
let's
what
hope the
social
fans
media
like it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
we are doing it right now,
Yeah.
right? We're promoting Hijack.
But
Like we're
coming
talking
out-
about it. We're
coming
telling how
out
good
and
it is.
saying
That's a
that
promotion.
Yeah.
Coming
it's
out
true.
and saying that
Apple, you should pay us, but they probably won't.
doesn't make any.
Okay, let's give a score overall for the show.
9.
9 for the entire show, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Chris?
Yeah, I'd go with 9 for sure.
I would go with 8.5.
Yep. It's not like perfect, but it's
It's a
It's-
damn
it's-
good show.
it's pretty up there.
Yeah.
Like, if
Like-
you're listening to us here for the first time, you're like, what is this Hijack show they're talking about?
Idris Elba, Apple TV.
Apple TV, go check it out. It's a
After you
good
watch
show.
Silo on Apple, watch
Yeah.
Hijack on Apple. Keep watching Apple.
They're killing
Apple's-
it. They're killing it, man.
are.
Like, what can I say? I did not see this coming.
I know.
No.
I know it's.
And there's another show if you love sci-fi, Foundation. I'm loving that show. I can't wait for it every week to come on.
Yeah, if Ahsoka sucks, I'm just going to cancel
Yeah,
Disney
that's-
Plus and getting Apple.
It's
was gonna say.
$5.99.
Like
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
the
I'm just
cheapest
taking
one out
one
there.
child labor company for another.
Yeah.
And One of them has to get my
Every
money.
week we're talking, we badmouth Apple.
Oh no!
We're never gonna get.
But
that
it's true.
free
Watching
watch.
the show too.
We're never getting that free watch now.
It made me think, like, why do we always watch these Disney shows, and these Marvel shows, and these Star Wars shows?
Well,
when
because we always want it to be
I know
good,
you-
right?
I
Like,
know.
I understand what he's saying. It's still so frustrating that we go and commit ourselves to a show, and then it just
Apple
becomes
makes
a
computers.
disaster.
Why are they making good TV?
Yeah,
Marvel makes comics. Why can't they make good
it's true.
just comic shows?
Marvel's gonna start making phones and
Yeah,
ear,
it's gonna be the
earbuds.
best
In
phone
alternate
ever.
world, right?
Yeah.
Different universe. Okay, yeah, 8.599. We'll get Nathan's next week if he is here.
Yeah.
But that's a pretty good score, man.
Yep.
Pretty good score.
Good show.
Yeah, go check it out.
What's coming up next on Apple?
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't know. I'll get back to you on that.
Probably something good.
Yeah, Foundation is
just-
going to
it's
be
happening.
good.
it's a
Foundation has about 4 weeks left of it.
Good. Yeah, yeah.
And then I
I've heard
don't-
some good stuff about a lot of good stuff
Yeah.
about that, but it's yeah.
Well, we'll see. I'll definitely gotta let you guys know if there's something else because right now because of Apple, we've been talking stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
We didn't expect that, but yeah, we're talking
Yeah.
about stuff. But Ahsoka, I think, drops in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, end of the week
Yeah.
or end of the month.
And then the Loki show got a release date of October 6th.
The trailer for that looks really cool.
Yeah.
it did.
Yeah. So
it did.
we'll check that out.
Yeah,
Uh,
but they've already pushed back a lot of movies, eh? Like
Oh yeah.
Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Across the
I'm not
Spider-Verse.
happy with that
Yeah,
because I really wanted to watch that.
I know. That's I don't know about Mission Impossible, but it's the same thing. Part 1, Part 2 is supposed to come out next year,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's like
Is it
They're
all the
pushing
movies from next year being pushed, or is it even the ones from fall?
I don't know. It depends.
Because
what stages
Ghostbusters
they're at.
Afterlife 2 is supposed
Yeah.
to come out December 20th.
been
That was our
pushed.
charity thing that we were going to do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now I don't know because
It's definitely been pushed.
even Cineplex.
Now we're gonna watch the Marvels.
no. Get out of here. No, I email Cineplex. They're like, they emoji this. You know the emoji with the guy like this.
But a company sent
They
you
might
a-
as well just send
They
that
sent
to
you an
me.
emoji?
Yeah, yeah. Like, yeah. Well, I have the person's number, right?
Okay.
They're like,
Oh.
I'm like, okay, fair enough. I've
Sick.
been dealing with them for 2 years, so
Yeah.
I kind of laughed it up. But
Pretty-
I'm like, yeah,
pretty
now I don't
casual.
know. Like, what do we do now? Like, do we just watch an old movie?
Yeah.
I mean,
Watch the Avengers Part 1 and 2?
sure. You know what? I'd be down.
Cineplex
Yeah.
might do that for us when we
For
ask
sure.
them to.
If
For
we
sure.
if we back to back the Avengers movies,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. They said they'll let us know by September because that's when we need to like fine tune everything, book it.
Yeah.
December 20th was the day, supposedly, or around that time.
Right.
I did go watch 2 movies this weekend. It was interesting, back to back, Saturday and Sunday.
Barbenheimer.
Yeah, no, not those 2 movies. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Mutant Mayhem,
Mm-hmm.
which I
Just released. Came out today.
yeah. So
Officially
we
came out
got
today.
Landmark in Guildford has been doing this now, where they're letting you watch a weekend early for
Oh,
some
wow.
of these movies,
Nice.
but it's only one show.
Right.
So you missed that and you have to wait till it's starting, right? Which is cool. I got to watch it Saturday, and then on Sunday I got to watch The Haunted Mansion. It's the remake of the Eddie Murphy one. Was
Mhm.
there one before that?
Probably.
Probably.
Right, black
That's a
and
good
white, probably,
question.
right? But that's my wife's favorite Disney show or movie that she loves.
With
And
the new one.
she likes that one, and what's the one with the 3 witches? Halloween one.
Hocus
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 Pocus.
Pocus. Yeah,
Hocus
Hocus Pocus. So she likes those 2 things. But so she was excited for that. We went to watch that one. I gotta say, I was so going with Turtles. I'm familiar with Turtles.
Did
and-
wait? Did you go to both with your kids?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So my kids and my wife are sort of my barometer
Sure.
to let me know if I'm on track here. What I'm thinking is sort of lining up with them because you have my wife who's not a huge movie person, but she has certain likes.
Yeah.
And if they hit that, she'll tell me,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then my kids, the age factor, like both of these movies are sort of geared to younger kids as well, right?
Mhm. Right.
Especially the Turtles.
Right.
If they like it, then they're onto something too, right? So that gives me an idea of what I'm dealing with here as well. And then me being a huge Turtle fan since I was a kid, I really want this to be good too because I want the next generation to keep that IP
Mhm.
going, right? Things will spin off from it: action figures, TV shows, etc., games. If the IP dies, nobody wants to invest in it,
Mm.
right?
Mhm.
So I and D, we talked about it on the weekly weeks ago, like almost a month ago when the trailer dropped or whatever it was. We didn't like the style of art. We were okay with it. We didn't think it was that great.
I loved the choppy animation. Like
I like choppy animation, but I like the one from Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's an art.
Well, yeah. this because it almost looks like it looks claymation almost.
Well,
Stop motion.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not.
When you
it's-
watch the movie, there are parts of the movie it seems very lazy. You're like, oh, really? You went that direction with the art? Because
It's not done on purpose like that. Like it's that.
I don't know.
Different.
It looks very easy to do. Like why you went the cheap way out of this thing. You have this going for you. I was okay. I warmed up to it. Watching the movie, you get immersed in it and you warm up to that style, right?
Yeah.
But then there's certain parts in the movie where, and I'm not gonna give away anything, but something blows up. The art is really cheap there. It's like a 5-year-old kid drew that for you, right? And it's just like, why did you choose that direction? It's so easy. When Miles is swinging around and there's explosion or something, it's comic book coming to life.
Yeah.
It's still on that same level.
But it's also probably a really fine line of them creating that, saying, "Okay, we can't make this look like Spider-Man."
Sure.
Exactly like Spider. Or
yeah,
comic
but
booky
I mean,
like
there's
Spider-Man.
ways to make it look better.
Yeah.
When you watch it, you'll know what I mean. I
Okay.
do recommend this movie. I gave it an 8 out of 10. I do recommend this movie.
Do they stay true to like because it's supposed to be about like the teens, right? Like what teens are going through. Not
This is 100% geared to
Yeah.
young kids.
Right.
12-year-old is a sweet spot right there.
Right.
This is 100% geared to. So when I see my 12-year-old watching it and giggling and laughing and enjoying it, I'm like, they hit that spot right on the
Yeah.
mark right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of this,
Right.
right? And that's something that me and D came to conclusion. This isn't for us.
Well, okay.
ha-
do
we
they
ha-
get the kind of Pixar level where
Yeah.
there's
Stuff for adults too.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of love in there. There's a lot of father and son moments.
But Pixar
Because you have Master
can-
Splinter,
Yeah.
and
Sure.
then you have the turtles. That's
Who
their
plays
father.
Splinter again?
Jackie Chan.
Hell yeah.
That's my highlight character.
Yeah.
He nailed that role. He nailed that role. I was
Really weird. Jackie Chan.
no, it's not even that. It's the comedy that he brings
okay.
into this that
Yeah.
nails it.
But is there that type of comedy? I think that's what Justin was asking because Pixar
not-
has that adult comedy.
Yeah, there
that
is
the
an
kids
adult
wouldn't get.
comedy. There isn't,
No.
but there is moments where of adult love is there.
Sure.
Right, and there's moments where, hey, the character Ice Cube plays, Superfly, like it's like hip hop New York NYC thing right there. Like it's like, okay, yeah, what up, cuz kind of thing. Like there is a young adult of atmosphere, but not for the Pixar level that we're thinking
Sure.
about, where it hits the.
Well,
30.
I think even just having Jackie Chan and Ice Cube as voices is
Oh,
enough
yeah.
payment for the adults in the audience to be like,
it's-
oh, that was cool. It's Jackie
I
Chan."
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I didn't think I would. I enjoyed it, but I enjoyed it more knowing that this is a great way to kickstart a new generation of Turtles fans.
Sure.
I had my fun. I
Yeah.
enjoyed my 80s cartoon. I enjoyed my 90s movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm okay with this being a new direction. Some of the things they did with some of the characters I didn't like,
Mhm.
but I understood and I respect it. I'm like, that's the way they want to go. They'll figure it out.
But the question is, because there's been so many different ways they've gone with Ninja Turtles over the past 20 years, are they continuing?
Well,
on this
already they
trajectory?
have greenlit as part 2.
Okay.
And they have a Paramount TV show, which I'm worried about now. Too much might be a bad thing. Let this thing breathe a little here.
Yeah, that's I think a
This is
sentiment that every company needs.
This
to
is
take.
just like,
It's
I want to
just
make
let-
money. Paramount's
let
like, we need
something
content, we need
marinate
content.
and sit for a
And I'm worried
goddamn
because
month.
if the level of quality drops, then you're deterring people away from it. Well, I'm just trying to be optimistic, but
Yeah.
I just don't think it's a good idea to have a TV show attached to this.
Well, what if
Right?
it's Superfly and Jackie Chan?
If they had a Jackie Chan or origin story with Splinter as a character, I'm in.
Yeah.
He was the highlight of my me watching it. He was the highlight.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that character. There's a lot of people that didn't like it.
Yeah.
I had fun. I had
Those
fun
people are
watching it.
wrong.
Well, no, they're not wrong, but I just liked it. I didn't think I would, but I liked it, and I want to be honest about it, right? I just think it's a good show. The soundtrack is phenomenal.
Yeah.
They even hit you with some Easter eggs.
Nice.
It's so good. I was like, whoa, like you guys, they did their homework. They knew, okay, we have a demographic we got to hit, but we also got to sprinkle in some of that nostalgia.
Yeah.
And they knocked it out of the park with that,
Nice.
right? And of course, pizza has to be the center of attention.
Yeah, pizza's the best.
Oh, yeah. They even reference a specific superhero in there, so that universe might come one day. because there's been comic books and figures with these
You can
two-
spoil it. I'm never. Gonna
I'm
watch
not going to
it's
spoil it
fine.
for people who haven't watched it. 'Cause
When did it
just
come
came
out?
It just came out today.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just-
Anyways, but there is a mid-credit scene. No end credit scene.
What? No. That's. I hate that term. Is there one or two end credit scenes?
One.
There. Does it happen during the credits?
Yes.
That's end credit scene.
when I heard
I know what it means.
Mid-end
it's
credit
stupid.
the first time
people.
I thought when I heard the term mid-credit scene, I'm like, in the middle of the movie, there's credits?
Oh,
Yeah, there is one, and it's a banger. Stay tuned for that, people. Do not leave. It's a banger.
If there, yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah. That's what I said when I walked out. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then I also watched Haunted Mansion. So this one I had even less of I had lowered my expectation even
Who's in
lower for
this?
this. So
Danny
this
DeVito,
Danny DeVito.
Owen Wilson.
Owen
Owen
Wilson.
Wilson.
I'm gonna punch it up. The gentleman, Lakeith, I believe his name is.
Yeah.
This guy's a star. This guy's an up and coming star. I watched Atlanta, the TV show that he's in.
Oh,
Lakeith Steinfeld,
Yeah, he is an up and coming star.
see,
Rosario Dawson,
Rosario Dawson was fantastic.
Tiffany
I love her.
Haddish.
I love her.
Jamie Lee Curtis,
isn't that
Jared Leto.
Yeah.
Wow.
But this was a really good movie. It was eerie.
Mm.
It was funny.
mm.
CGI was not bad. Wasn't great.
Did it feel weird seeing it in the summer?
Yeah.
It's a bit weird.
I
it
would have
came out
expected it
now.
to come out late
Yeah.
September.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like September 20th, something like that.
Get you in the
would've been
mood.
fine.
What
for
did Disney
Halloween
have-
stuff.
Kickstart Halloween.
Yeah.
right?
Well, when was the last thing that Disney had in theaters?
Well,
Hocus Pocus was a TV show.
Yeah, but
you
no-
talking just in general? or
movie.
anything?
When was the last time Disney put out a movie?
Well, I mean,
A Halloween
Guardians
movie.
of the Galaxy.
No.
What are you
No,
talking about? Like,
when was the last time Disney put out a movie?
oh, Guardians of the Galaxy.
That
May.
came out how long ago?
May.
Oh no, Element. Isn't Element part of Disney?
Elemental. Yeah.
Elemental. Sorry?
June.
That's Pixar, isn't it?
But it's still owned by Disney.
Yeah.
That bombed.
Yeah.
From money wise.
Even
yeah,
though I
bombed.
hear it's actually really good.
Yeah, it looked
money
really
wise.
good.
That's why I said money wise. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it bombed. No, this movie surprised me. I had.
I
had
was asking
fun.
why they came out, or when.
I
the last
don't
time
know.
they
I
came out
don't.
with the movie.
Maybe they
'Cause
had.
it-
Maybe they knew the writer strike's gonna affect it or something.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you hold back and let things like, oh, okay,
I mean,
well,
I
we're
have
not
no
going to be able to
idea.
make movies. Let's not release everything we've made in the past
Yeah.
year in the summer.
I have no idea.
It just seems so weird.
It
They
is
didn't-
odd. It is because my wife
Maybe
said the
they've
same
got a
thing.
bi-
My wife's like, "Why is this not around October?"
Maybe they've got a bigger Halloween movie or something
So
coming out.
it's. I mean, there was the Eddie Murphy version, but it is based on a Disney
Yeah, the ride.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
the ride.
based on a
Yes.
Disney ride. So maybe they got something else up their sleeves.
Indiana Jones just came out. Yeah, there you go. Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah, that's Disney.
Yes.
What?
Owns
Oh
Lucasfilm.
right, yeah. Sorry.
Disney owns everything.
Yeah. they own
Except,
everything.
except for this
Don't
show,
question,
they
just
own
consume.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, this movie was really good. The sound effect was really like. This is a movie you watch in theaters with the crackle and the pop and everything, and then the ghostly sounds and all that stuff. It was really really good. I enjoyed it. There was an element of creep. Like I don't like this stuff, so I was like telling my wife, "You protect me," right? But there's jokes in there. All the characters are good. Like the Lakeith guy is phenomenal. He held this movie together. Danny DeVito is hilarious. Owen Wilson is pretty funny too. But even Tiffany Haddish,
Yep.
she was in there too.
Yep.
She was funny too. Overall, yeah, this was a good movie. I gave this a 7.5 out of 10, I believe. And
It seemed like such a throwaway movie too, like borderline like Night at the Museum kind of.
You know what
like,
this movie
"Ah,
is?
It's fun. It's neat.
you know, this is a date movie. This is a
Mm.
good date movie,
If only they
Yeah.
put it out at Halloween.
Yeah.
or even Valentine's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good date movie. My kids were a little bit
Spooked.
no, not spooked. They were like, "Nah, it's all right, Dad. We like turtles
Mm.
better." I'm like, "Yo, of course. You just had, you had a sundae. Now you're just having a soft drink now." Like, I mean, what do you want? Come on, jeez, can't be all bangers. But yeah, my wife liked it. She said it was better than the Eddie Murphy movie. It's not the same story either.
Good.
Okay.
There's a change to the story, which is
Yeah.
great because
Yeah.
that's the one thing I asked my wife because I couldn't remember the Eddie movie one, and I asked her, I'm like, was it the same storyline? She's like, no, there was differences here. And she goes like, this was a nice change.
Yeah, that's good. Because I mean, yeah, sure you can do a remake and revamp
Yeah,
or whatever, but it pisses me off when it's a shot for shot.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah. It was
you
good.
already re-released it in high definition 5
Yeah.
years ago when it came out of the Disney Vault. Why am I seeing this now with shittier actors?
Yeah. If you like, this type of kind of movie, like horror with a little bit of comedy sprinkled in, go watch it. It's a good movie.
But it's not really horror. It's just like thriller,
Spooky.
tense, spooky.
I'm a big scaredy cat, so
I
to
mean,
me,
horror
like,
is more
somebody
like
goes
gore
boom,
and
I'll
stuff.
jump, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Were there jump scares?
yes,
Okay.
it was good.
It's a horror movie.
Okay.
I said it's a good date movie.
Sure, yeah.
They're
You
jump
know?
scares, but not. You just jumped because.
Yeah,
As
I'm
soon as
not
it came out.
Yeah.
credits. Oh,
Directed by!
Danny DeVito. Ah!
Oh, mid-credit scene.
Oh, and Wilson's nose. Oh, wow.
But there are reviews for both those.
They're both up. Great editing by the team here.
non-spoilers.
Yes, definitely non-spoilers, but yeah, both good movies. Go check them out. It was the pleasant surprise for me. Both of them were good.
Good.
Yeah, I don't hate
I'll
everything.
probably wait
See?
till
See, I don't
streaming.
hate everything, people. Everyone keeps telling me you hate everything. I'm
You
like,
heard
no, I
it here
don't.
first.
What else we got on doc?
Well, speaking of Community, Donald Glover is coming back to reprise his role as Lando
Yep.
in a Disney Plus TV show.
Oh, great.
That
Isn't he writing it too?
Yeah,
yes,
his brother
him and his brother,
Yeah.
him and his brother,
Yeah.
which he has been asked a million times. Hey, would you come back as Lando? Hey, would you come back as Lando? And he constantly is just like, I don't want to do it for money. I'm not doing it for a paycheck. I will do it if it's a good story. And they have started and stopped and started and stopped a movie, a TV show like 5 or 6 times, or there's been rumors or whatever. So the fact that he's just like, fuck it, I'm writing it is like just, and also taking his brother who he wrote Community with
Right.
is just such a big like,
So is this gonna be a comedy?
well, it's going to be like,
It has to be funny.
oh, it's going to,
For
of
sure.
course,
So
it's going to be,
talented in that field.
For sure.
Right?
it absolutely, like, it's going to be suave and like gambling. So they've done the heist, they've done the spy, or not the heist, they've done the spy thriller, they've done the cowboy western, they've done whatever the hell the last season of Mandalorian is. What if the Lando TV show is like Ocean's 11?
Putting a group together.
Yeah.
Could be. When do you think it's going to take place, though?
I-
After the Han Solo movie?
yeah.
Yeah,
So
it
you
has
won't
to
have
be.
you won't have the Falcon, because I guarantee Disney's going to be like, we got to show the Falcon.
Or Lando gets well, yeah, maybe it'll be like a buddy cop kind of like, why is there such a vacuum for buddy cop movies? Like, we seem to just everything we talk about be like, yeah, but what if it was a buddy cop movie? Man, that'd be awesome.
Because now the
when
buddy.
is the last
Because
good-
what happened now is now we have a buddy cop movie with a man and a woman, but the woman has to be the best. That's what we have right now. We don't have buddy cop movies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We don't have buddy cop. When was the last buddy cop
Because
movie?
that's what we have this new version,
Oh yeah.
and that's the way it's gonna be for now, right?
So it could be a buddy cop movie with him and Han. It could be him getting a new ship, and then
Or it could be a new
Disney,
character altogether,
Yeah,
right?
no, but but there'll be a new ship because he
I'm
doesn't have the
not- I'm
Falcon.
not- when I heard this, I heard it 2 days ago, I believe it was, or
Yep.
and I was just like, I'm so like over it because of the negativity.
Oh, absolutely. Like I
And-
wasn't like, oh, finally. I was just
Like,
like,
I
well, he was
love-
good at Lando.
I love him,
Yeah.
and I love all the shows he's done.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know.
That
if I
doesn't
have-
seem to be enough.
It's just like
for something.
I
under
don't want to see
Disney.
him fail either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's yeah.
Right?
But
It's everything's setting up to
Yeah,
fail.
I know.
It's a Star Wars.
I
Disney
hope you
show.
know what you're doing, Nanny.
Yeah.
Because you're going into
Donald.
a pile of heap right now.
It's going to be a musical.
Yeah. That'd be so good.
oh,
Just holding
it's
hands.
gonna be a musical noir
swinging like
thriller.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Silent movie.
We had something else that was announced today, this morning. You mentioned it to us, and I
the,
saw some of it too.
Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot, yeah, Wonder Woman.
She's announced, or she was interviewed, I guess, and she said that there is going to be a Wonder Woman 3 with James Gunn, but I thought there was.
So, I dug into this. So the interview was for a Netflix movie that she's in.
okay.
I forgot what it was called, but she was interviewed doing that talk, and somebody asked her, "Are you still Wonder Woman? Like, what's going on with you and that?" And she said, "Well, I talked to James and Saffron or whatever the other guy was, and they said, yeah, we're gonna work on a Wonder Woman 3 together. I'm still in talks with that, so James will get to me and we'll figure it out once this is all kind of blown over the writer's strikes and all that stuff." Everyone's pointed out on social media, he's not come out once and said anything about it yet.
Okay.
And James Gunn is a type of person that will go on social media and confirm everything. Just like with the Superman and Lois Lane casting and all that. When there's rumors swirling, he said, "Look, these are the people running for it. I haven't made my mind yet.
Yeah.
When I do, I will immediately tell the world."
Well, he can't make a tweet because none of his writers are allowed to work.
Yeah. Or X. It's not. We don't call it Twitter anymore. We call it X.
No, that's dumb.
We're Xing ourselves now.
It's just Twitter. Who cares? Nobody cares.
Yeah.
But so he hasn't confirmed anything yet. If this is true, what is going on here? You've nixed Henry Cavill. Ben Affleck's nowhere to be found anymore. But then Ezra Miller's apparently not going to be coming back.
Oh no!
Right? Shocker. But then you still
He's
have
too busy.
recreational activities.
Yeah.
So you have
Making
Gal
more
Gadot and you
friends.
have Jason Momoa still there, and we have the other actor who played Cyborg. Can't remember his name.
Yeah.
He's apparently made up now.
Oh, has he?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Apparently he's made up with the studio.
There was shit being
Yeah,
thrown
yeah,
in
yeah,
that
yeah.
corner.
There was
Holy
some filth going back and forth.
dude. He was just like,
Yeah.
he didn't care if he ever got money from them ever again. He was just calling them out left, right, and center. It was amazing. To
So
watch.
those
Ray Fisher.
Ray Fisher.
Ray
Thank
Fisher,
you.
yeah.
So I don't know what's going on here. Like, why are we not just cleaning house and doing it all from the
That's-
beginning?
That's what I thought.
Like the whole
because they do
reset.
it every 4 years. They go, never mind, forget everything you knew about the WB. We're doing new stuff, and then they go,
they need the Men in
Nobody
Black.
likes it.
right? The instrument from Men in Black. When audience stand there, go
Use it on me first. Use
forgot
it on me
everything.
first. I want to forget all this. Like I don't understand. Okay, I get it. He wants a new Superman because he wants his guy to be the main focal point. Maybe it's an ego thing. Hey, I want to be the one to usher in a new era with my superhero that I handpicked the actor. Fine. Okay, we'll give him that.
I
even for
agree.
reboot. No old actors except for Peacemaker.
except for Peacemaker, yes.
Yeah, but it's so weird. Like he can't. He's like, I'm gonna take half of them and now not take half of them. Audience are still gonna relate and think that this is still the same universe.
Well, if you have any reoccurring people, then you're
Yeah.
gonna be like, okay, well, where's
It's-
Superman?
It's almost like he shouldn't have taken over until something was like finished, like Aquaman. It's like done, and it's now I'm gonna take over. And now I can start talking.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why, what I also heard is why he was picked right away is because there was talks that he was gonna get a bigger role with Marvel, more money coming his way to lock him up for long term. I was thinking, what everyone was thinking was Kevin Feige would put him under his wing. Hey,
Oh,
you're-
so
yeah, you would be basically the spokesperson for Marvel now, and I can go in the background a little bit, right?
so in
So he wasn't. So he
Sort of an
jumped ship.
executive position, right?
Right.
But that's when Zaslav, the owner, CEO of Warner Brothers Discovery,
that's a dumb name.
uh,
Sounds like an evil
Yeah.
villain.
well,
He
I mean,
is.
tell me executive doesn't, right? From the Hollywood. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
So
No, you're not.
So he basically said to him, like, I want you and Saffron as my two guys.
Speaking of evil overlords, did you hear that they cut the trees? So there's shit. Outside of, I want to say it's Paramount, one of the big companies. Who cares? They're all evil. The picketing lines where they're all on strike, all the writers and actors and stuff, and they're standing there. There's a bunch of trees, and one of the studios cut and like trimmed all the trees so there's no branches so that they can't
So the sun.
So
There's no
that-
shade.
stand in the
Wow,
shade.
that's so petty.
And then people started calling them out and being like, excuse me. And they're like, oh, this is routine, whatever. And then the city of LA was just like, nah, they need a permit for that. They never got one. This isn't normal. Also, you shouldn't prune those trees in the summer. They're probably going to die now because you have to do that in October. So, no, they were just being an asshole.
And
Just-
all the writers are like, man, you can't write this stuff. They're all writing movies. Production.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where was I? So basically,
Zaslav.
Zaslav just said, "No, I want you to come over here." So, which I was elated to hear because that was my pick to head up DC. But
But
now,
even he's gonna get burnt out. Like he hit a couple home runs. He did Guardians of the Galaxies. I don't know why I said that.
well, he
plural.
hasn't done anything yet to be burnt out yet. I'm thinking
And
maybe
then he
year
did-
two.
he
he's
did
gonna find
Peacemaker.
out. Yeah, but Peacemaker has such a huge gap now from 1 and 2.
No. But I'm saying he's like DC is like, we got him, James Gunn. He's gonna save everything. And he's like, hey, he did 2 or 3 good things.
Suicide Squad, 3 Guardians of the
Who
Galaxy
cares?
movie. No, the second Suicide Squad was
It
really
was
good.
fine.
Well, it made the money. That's the important
Sure.
thing here.
Sure. It was,
Peacemaker was great TV show,
Peacemaker was phenomenal.
and all 3 Guardians was great.
Yes, I'm saying.
So he's hit a home run in the last 5 projects. That's a pretty good track record.
No,
What do you mean?
you're just stating
What do you mean?
the 5 good ones.
Well, they are the 5 ones he's done.
Yeah.
What other ones has he done?
The Flash?
No, he didn't do the Flash.
No. Okay, never mind then. I don't know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
No,
Okay,
Flash was done by another.
He
guy.
did a movie called Super, movie 43. And
But
then-
when was this?
well, this was 2013. Then he did Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. So his 5 runs are Guardians of the Galaxy going forward.
Yeah, because
Before that-
everything else is like a video game.
But he must have made good movies
Volume
prior
2.
to that. Otherwise, he wouldn't have got that. Job
No.
either, right?
I was talking about afterwards. I thought he
No,
did.
no, he didn't do Flash.
and
No, he didn't do
stuff.
Flash.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No, he did Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Peacemaker.
those are the 5 that he did recently.
Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was all right.
And
If it's a
Volume
holiday
3.
special,
That's,
what
yeah,
do you
nobody's
expect?
expecting anything good.
I mean, when Groot looks like a Party City outfit, that tells you everything about the budget.
yeah.
Come on, they had Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, he was good. Because that joke paid off finally,
Yes.
right? After like 10 years.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
But yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like it's
yeah,
very
you're-
confusing.
It's funny. It's funny, when like sports teams say we're rebuilding, but when they rebuild, they actually suck for the next 4 years.
Yeah, because they're finding their
Great.
way.
Go away for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Let's just forget about what happened. You already have elsewhere stuff. Like you have the Joker 2 coming out.
I was gonna say like
And you have the Batman Matt Reeves stuff. So you still have stuff coming out. Just stop this for a while.
Yeah.
This universe.
Yeah.
Let it go away for a while. Let the dust
and
settle.
and I'm fine with like having 2 versions of like Batman or a property.
yeah, nobody cares,
If you
yeah.
have like, all right, for the next 2 years, 3 years, it's gonna be this dark Batman, and you're gonna be like, this is who it's gonna be, whatever, Vampire Man, Robert Pattinson. He's gonna be Batman for 3 years, and you're like, okay, this is cool. And
Yeah.
then it's gonna be like, all right, now the next few years, James Gunn's Batman, and it's gonna be whatever, this guy. And it doesn't need to be like people aren't stupid. They're not gonna be like, oh, I thought what happened in the last. Like, who cares? Batman flies in, hits a batarang, punches a guy in the face.
The 2 things I will say is, one, it's probably pressure from the top chair
Absolutely.
to make money because they've lost a lot of money.
Of
Well,
course. Of
Right?
course.
We're talking about hundreds of millions they've lost.
Well, that's why everyone's on strike right now, is because a big part is AI coming in, and all of they're seeing is like, oh, we can make CG and stuff for cheaper, and we can pump out superhero movies that make billions of dollars way faster. Let's do that.
I had a conversation with my friend about AI, and we were just talking in general about it. Whether people want it or not, it's coming. It's like when we found out we can make cars and not have to realize a bikes and trains. We have cars now, personal family
Yeah.
cars. That's the change that's going to happen. It's going to be seismic. There is going to be a lot of jobs lost because of AI.
Mhm.
And people are going to say, oh, no, don't worry. We're going to control. No, you can't. You can't. You don't know even what's going to happen yet. But from the way it looks like it, from the early experts talking about it, they're like, it's going to be a massive change in humanity's way of going forward. And whether it be a good thing or bad thing, we
Have
don't
you ever
know
seen
yet.
Wall-E?
For Idiocracy.
I mean, one of those movies is going to be true,
I mean,
right?
have you seen Idiocracy?
No, I've not. Okay, I'll check it
You
out.
have to watch it. It's like one of the most terrifying. It's
don't
what's
do
his name?
terrifying.
No, terrifyingly. It's a comedy. It's Owen Wilson's brother, isn't it?
Luke?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think. Anyway, That's your homework for next week.
Okay,
Watch
okay.
Idiocracy.
I've heard of it.
So the other
Oh,
thing,
okay.
the
That's
oth-
next week.
the other thing I was going to mention as well is James Gunn also has the right to other projects that DC can do. So one of the other things he's doing is he's in charge of animation. So he's already making an adult animation show.
Is it?
Can't remember the name of them.
Is the one that came
J-
out on Netflix?
I think no, it's gonna be on HBO Max. Everything. It's not gonna be on Netflix.
You're
Because
talking
HBO
about
Max.
what he has upcoming?
Yeah, there's a team. I forgot. Cowabunga dude probably would know, but there's a team.
In his IMDb page, he's got like Starsky and Hutch, which he's writing, Superman Legacy,
No.
Creature Commandos.
Yes, that's it. Creature Commandos.
Yeah.
So that's an adult or type of movie. So he's in charge of animate, and he's also come out and said that we're gonna do more DC animated for mature audiences. Just do that for now. Then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just stop with this. Go away. Do that.
Just
You've
go
got
away.
you've got Elseworld stuff, and then you got this. People will be fine.
Yeah.
We'll be okay. And then they'll also have a Green Lantern TV show that they're doing. We're fine. We got enough content. We're good.
Yeah.
But again, like I think it's
But in those
above
board meetings, it's like more.
Yeah, that's
more.
exactly
You
what
only
it is.
put 2 extra zeros on our net
Saffron
profit
and
this
Gunn,
month.
you got paid big money. We need stuff now.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate because I don't know if this is gonna work.
Well, it's not because nobody's working right now.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I meant in terms of like bringing half the cast and not the other half.
Yeah.
It just confuses audiences, and everyday people who watch these movies are like, "What's going on here?" Like me trying to explain that to my wife, she's like, "I don't care. I already know. I don't even want to watch it." Right? Like,
That's why they're all going to see Barbie. Barbie is now bigger
oh God.
than
Yeah.
The Dark Knight.
Okay, I'm gonna go hang myself.
I'm going to go see it
Yeah.
I'm not.
I saw. Yeah, I gotta. What day is it? Oh, yeah, it's Wednesday.
Wednesday.
How dare you ask what day?
I don't
It's
know what day
popcorn
it is ever.
What day is it? Where am I?
Who am I?
Why are these lights on me?
Who are you? Why are you yelling at me?
How am I on the screen and here at the same time?
Why is there
Why is there
computers
two of
with
me?
my face on it?
Why is there 2 of me in this room? No, I've only heard good things about both Barbie and
Yeah.
Oppenheimer, and I want to see them both.
And the memes are still continuing.
Yeah.
I expected the memes to stop, and everyone got the joke, and then they're like morning talk show news anchors started talking about it, and I was like, well, there goes that meme, and it's still going, and it's still
Yeah.
getting worse and better at the same time.
There was a story this morning about, because there's a song, I have not seen Barbie, but I've seen Mario Brothers, and you know the song that Jack Black sings in Mario Brothers? I don't know if you
Sure.
saw that. Anyways, he sings a song, and in the new Barbie movie, there's a song that Ken sings, and people are like, these songs are great, they're hilarious.
Yeah.
And they're like, these should be like, nominated for best song at the Oscars. They should be.
Yeah.
But they won't be because they're not like, from the big movies or something. But,
Yeah.
but those are going to be the big top movies of this year, is Mario and Barbie.
Yeah.
you know.
That is well, okay, and then there's I don't know if this was like 100% confirmed, but it's like the Toyverse, which is saying that the Lego movie and the Barbie movie are
Right,
in
I
the
heard.
same universe,
Yeah.
because Will Ferrell is the owner of Mattel and the guy in the Lego movie.
What's his name? Something Business. Yeah, in the Lego movie. I know
Mr.
what you mean,
Business,
Mr. Business.
yeah.
Yeah. That'd be hilarious.
And then also, because it's an old guy who's obviously his life revolves around toys, why would he do that? Oh, because he worked as Santa's elf when he was
Right,
younger.
when he
So
was-
it's
when he
like,
was Buddy the Elf. But it's funny how not even just like
we're never talking about you.
the Toyverse or whatever, because there's even like movies, like there's another movie on Apple about Furbies.
Is there?
Yeah.
Like a.
No, but it's like the people who put it together.
Oh,
like,
okay,
And
yeah,
also
yeah.
they came out with Tetris not that long ago.
Yeah,
a
yeah.
movie about
No,
Tetris.
I thought it was Beanie Babies.
Oh, Beanie Babies.
Beanie
sorry,
Babies,
yeah,
okay.
Beanie Babies. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was
So
gonna
it's
be
just-
like, yeah, they've made a Furby movie. It's called Gremlins.
Oh right. No, but I just think it's funny how they're going back to all these '80s toys and
Yeah.
either making them
Beanie
into
Babies
real
90s.
movies. Was it?
Yep. Where every.
It was crazy at the airport.
Right.
They had a store at the airport, and that store only had exclusive Beanie Babies for tourists. So
It was
at
like-
6 a.m. or 5 a.m. people are lined up at that store. That's how crazy it was.
Yeah. Well,
'Cause
every
you have to pay for parking.
every
at the
every
airport.
9-year-old thought they were gonna become a millionaire because they were like, oh, maybe
Yeah,
I
you get
have
the
the
rare
rare
one,
one.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's crazy.
So speaking of the 80s, okay,
It started in the 80s, the idea. There.
but we were talking 80s toys, so
Mm-hmm.
we're going to talk about not just one 80s film, but I thought we'd talk about an 80s trilogy, sort of, because there was a lot of, I don't even know when trilogies started.
Star Wars.
You mean the concept of trilogy?
Yeah, was it Star Wars?
Yeah.
Okay, so really just before
Well-
the 80s, roughly. Was there a trilogy? Any
They
trilogies
weren't.
before
They didn't
that?
make Star Wars 1 thinking they're gonna make 3.
No,
No.
When did Indiana Jones finish? It's
After.
whoever finished first.
Star
would be
Wars.
the trilogy then, right?
Star Wars.
Star Wars
finished.
did.
83 was Return of the Jedi.
Okay, there
Yeah.
you go then. So that's Star Wars started. And,
There
and
had to have been. Was there like a Chitty Chitty Bang Bang 3 or something? Like,
Well, I guess
Like
James
a
Bond
what?
had more
James
than
Bond.
Was
Yeah,
there a
yeah.
Ben Hur?
Yeah, like it's got to be like a Dick Van Dyke
Tombstone?
something. There's got to be a trilogy that.
Yeah, probably. Anyways, so
I'm
I
trying
thought
to think of something that came on cassette that I would get that had a 2 on it. Like, obviously Disney. What was the first trilogy?
yeah, it's a good question. Anyways, I thought tonight we'd do a little bit because we've
They
always
think
done
Star Wars.
we've done 80s.
Star Wars is the original.
Yeah.
No. You just Googled original.
Get your own laptop.
Original trilogy. That
So
just
sorry. I
the
put-
first
yeah, yeah,
trilogy.
yeah.
No, it's just gonna be more Star Wars. Original trilogy is a copywritten term of Star Wars.
Yeah, it all it brings up is Star Wars, Star Wars,
Yeah.
Star Wars, Star Wars. But yeah, I thought this week we'd do something a little bit different. Still talk about one of the biggest 80s movies. We're going to talk about Back to the Future, which was a huge movie in 1985.
458 BC.
Really?
Trilogies.
No, that's threesome.
The Romans. Yeah, they invented the trilogy.
You wanted to know?
What site are you on?
You don't want to know. It's Wikipedia. Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, I thought we'd talk about a trilogy which started off with a bang, which was a huge. Back to the Future was huge.
So do the Romans.
Yeah, I knew that was coming out. Came out in 1985, but then I
wrong
thought
button. Money button.
I thought we'd talk about the sequel and the third one as well to determine if it is what is sort of like one of the best, not one of the best, but one of the bigger trilogies from the 80s. Because I think it started off really well, and we'll get into it. Second movie, not so much. Third was pretty good too.
Yeah.
But still, like when you think of the 80s and you think of big blockbusters, I mean, Back to the Future is there.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's like that, and then action movies.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, my thought was there, like, when it comes to time travel movies, probably time travel before Back to the Future was all like sci-fi stuff. Like this was kind
There
of
was,
different.
like, Groundhog Day.
Yeah. I was trying to think of other comedies where with like time travel in it. I think it really was one of the first. for
Yeah.
sure.
Wasn't there a Land of the Lost or something way back?
Possibly.
There was a prequel with Will Ferrell, but there was an original one back in the day, where dinosaurs. They went back in time with dinosaurs.
Yeah, I remember.
Hey, that's got to be one. What
For
about
sure.
Doctor Who? Does that count?
That's sci-fi.
But it's not a movie; it's a TV show. Though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was the first movie I probably saw with time travel.
Sure.
Lost in Space. There's no time travel, just space.
No,
right?
it's just space.
Okay.
Also,
Yeah.
science, sci-fi.
So yeah,
Uh,
that's it.
Probably one.
So I think that's
Bill
why
and Ted's was pretty good.
Bill and Ted's.
Bill and Ted's. Yeah.
Gnarly
When
good.
did that come out?
That
don't know.
was
That was
1989.
89.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's after.
So yeah,
good year.
do you guys remember the first time you saw Back to the Future?
When did it come out?
85.
I probably saw it in '90.
Right.
5 years later, probably. I
Right.
saw it.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw it when I was a kid, and then saw.
Have
it.
you seen it recently? Do you think it's still?
We
Holds
try
up.
to see it as a family. We try to see it every couple years.
Yeah. It's a good family movie.
especially with the new HD version of it,
Mm-hmm.
the Blu-ray one.
Yeah.
It kind of pops a little bit more.
Right.
In some ways, it's bad too because the principal who's supposed to look old, you can see the skin wrap crinkle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
can see it.
There's
Stricker.
a lot of movies now where now that
It
they're
didn't age well.
yeah where they've been in high def, you can be like, I can see the makeup putty that you have on there, the prosthetic, like that's
There's a couple of movies, Time Trap and The Time Machine.
that sounds like a great movie.
They're both in the 2000s, but I feel like that there's a remake on these ones.
But yeah, I mean, I watched
Is this what you're talking about?
Back to the what? Did you actually? Yeah.
Okay.
It's probably
Part
though one of the
2006.
first time
Yeah.
travel movies where they actually, and again, you know, it comes up in Endgame, right? Where it's like, well, you can't affect your future.
Butterfly effect thing, yeah.
But it was probably the first movie that kind of had that in it, where it's like you can, if you go back and do something in the past, it can affect your future.
yeah.
Yeah, The Time Machine in 1960.
Right.
The original Time Machine, 1960. So that's your first. And it looks really bad.
Yeah.
But Back to the Future is number 2 in their rankings.
Oh, Terminator.
Oh, of course.
Terminator
Yeah.
came out the year before. There's time
1984.
travel.
1984.
But
yeah,
that's what
you're-
I was saying. People think of time travel, they think of sci-fi.
Yeah, sure.
Not think of some
Time
sort of-
After Time, 1979. So, Planet of the Apes, 1968.
Again.
Anyway,
Anyways.
yeah, I saw it. I think a couple years ago again recently, and it's absolutely just one of those things. Like when you see it on, like, if you're in a hotel room or at somebody's house who has cable, and it's like, oh, Back to the Future's on. All right.
Yeah. It's a simple.
And it's also one of those ones where it's like, oh, I didn't realize I know every single line from this movie. It's just so synonymous, and like every line of dialogue has been ripped off by 1,000 other shows and movies and stuff.
There is a show or a movie called The Philadelphia Experiment in 1984. Listen to this. United States Navy destroyer escorts participants in a Navy invisibility experiment that advertently sends 2 sailors 40 years into the future.
Hmm.
I'm gonna check that out.
Looks
Might check it out.
interesting.
And then the second one,
The second one kind of goes off the rails a bit.
yeah.
It's very confusing.
But the second one has iconic moments, though.
Yeah.
That
Still
floating
does.
skateboard, everybody wants it.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
hoverboard.
Right?
See, it's interesting because I think the second one really played off that we're going into the future,
Yeah.
which they don't for the whole film. Like,
Yep.
it's only like the first 30 minutes. You go to, do you guys remember what year they go to?
2000, wasn't it 19?
22?
No, it's 2015.
15.
Oh.
October 21st, 2015.
Oh, yeah, my birthday.
Same as my son's birthday.
21st?
Yeah, I'm the 22nd.
Oh,
October
shit.
22nd.
Cool.
Yeah, but yeah, so I think I remember like the advertising for it. Like, yeah, you're gonna see the future. You're gonna see the future. And then it was really only like the first. Not even
Here's
the
a
first
hoverboard,
half.
some neon,
Yeah.
and we're going back.
And now we're going back.
Yeah.
And it was actually, when you think about it, because they messed like the whole story of the second one is he takes the sports almanac
Yeah.
and then it goes way back to Biff, and it creates an alternate 1985, which is
Mm.
almost like we're dealing with now with all
Yeah,
the
yeah.
multiverses, right?
Mm.
But I did find it. I remember watching it and thinking, this is really confusing. What?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't think it was confusing.
I think people didn't like it as much as the first one, for
No.
sure. But then it definitely set it up for the last one. But it's interesting, you know. I don't remember in Flash they talk about it. Eric Stoltz.
Oh,
Eric
yeah,
Stoltz
yeah, yeah.
being Marty McFly.
Yeah,
Marty,
yeah,
yeah.
In that universe, he was still
Yeah.
Marty McFly. Which, and did you know also that they recast the girlfriend too?
In
So-
the second one?
Yeah, so they had to. Okay, so you remember the end of the first one where Doc comes back to pick
Yeah,
up
yeah.
Marty
Yeah.
and say we got to go to the future.
Yeah.
They had to reshoot that. You can find it on YouTube. They have the scenes together because they recast the girlfriend.
Oh.
So they totally reshot that end scene
Huh.
for
With the
beginning
different.
with the different girlfriend, but it's shot for shot
Huh.
with the different girl.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I was always, you know what I wondered about? Why is Marty even friends with Doc? Like, when I was in high school, I wouldn't be friends with like some old weird scientist.
I don't think it was a
guy.
friend. It's more like a bully and you know the
Am I?
like the participant that's getting bullied by the.
Is he related, or am I just thinking
No, I'm
Rick and
talking
Morty?
Doc Brown, the scientist. Like, why are they friends?
Oh, okay.
Why are
sorry.
Marty and Doc not
Mhm.
Biff? But
Neighbors?
are they neighbors?
Yeah, aren't
Or
they
was it-
neighbors?
Was he helping him with something?
He's making the biggest speaker, the biggest guitar amp.
Oh,
for him.
that's right. He was making the big guitar.
That
amp.
is
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe yeah, he just found him on Craigslist.
Oh,
and
he's
like,
he's doing.
yo, I need somebody to fix this amp, and he's like, I can.
I thought he was getting paid as an intern or something, working for him.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Summer job.
Maybe.
But also, not important because
Nobody cares.
yeah,
No,
they're
you're
like,
right. I mean, he does kiss his mother in this movie.
Yeah, so he's got more pressing matters than why am I friends with this 86-year-old?
Yeah, that was weird.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And somehow was less creepy than
Luke and Leia.
no, I was gonna go with Weird Science.
Yes. True. Very true.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was, on the way here, I was thinking like, which one is my? Obviously, the third one. Nobody talks about the third one that much.
The third one's when they go to Wild West.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that one had also
It's unique.
too,
It's unique in its own way.
also had some amazing scenes that
I just love some of the lines that he brings from
Yep.
you know the from the movies, right?
Mhm.
I'll make you famous, kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's like his name in Marty McFly. His name is Clint Eastwood
Mhm.
in the third one, right? In the first one, his name is Calvin Klein. 'Cause
Yeah.
He's got Calvin Klein underwear.
Yeah.
But and also in each movie, they kind of do the same thing that happened in earlier movies, like the skateboard chase.
Yeah.
That happens and Biff getting dumped like manure. All
Yeah,
that
yeah.
happens
Yeah.
in each one, right? But
Which also is like referenced in. So Marvel's just getting all their little time travel things from this because what did they call? Or no. Maybe this was in the Flash, but they called them flashpoints. Or there's certain things in history that always have to happen and they can't be changed.
Right.
Which is what those points that they kept having referenced in each movie happening in there.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, there's also tons of little things like that they do, which people ties it all together. Like in the very beginning, he's talking about an uncle that's always in jail, right?
Yeah.
And then he goes back to 1955 and he meets that uncle who's in a playpen with. He's like, you better get used to these bars.
Cowabunga says they recast the dad too.
Oh no! So this is a good point. The dad didn't want to be in the second one.
Right.
So that's why in the storyline, and when they go back to the 1985 that's been changed, he's actually been killed. Biff shot him.
Oh.
Remember Biff
Yeah.
They don't show it, but it's in
Yeah.
the past. Shot him, and then he forces the wife to like marry her because he's like the richest man ever. Right?
Yeah.
'Cause he got millions from betting and stuff like that. But it's because the actor didn't want to be in it.
I don't understand. Why would you not want to be? It was a
He's-
hit.
Yeah, but the actor, look him up. He's another Ezra Miller.
Uh,
Well,
So
not
he-
exactly, but he's
Yeah, an 80s Ezra Miller.
Yeah, I don't think he says I've never even watched. I don't even know if he acts anymore. But he's like I never even watched. Back to the
That's
Future.
weird.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
To each their own.
I had enough to buy a house in the Hamptons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Now I'm gonna go to.
Cowabunga Dude says, wait till the Han Solo style prequel to explain Doc and Marty's origin story.
Yeah.
Favorite of the three? I'm gonna say one.
I'll say one. As
Yeah.
well.
One.
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean,
Although I did
did-
like two. I did like two.
And it's funny because I don't think I was a big fan of westerns at the time, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, they're going back to the West. Like I wanted to be more like future and stuff like
Mhm.
that. But overall, because they're nicely packaged, right? Like I was
Mhm.
saying, they all tie together.
Plus, it's easier to do a western than a future.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Especially.
Just go to Montana.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
You got everything you need.
That's
right?
true.
Yeah.
That's true. But I mean, again, I think the way they always rebuilt or had Hill Valley,
Mhm.
right, with the clock and stuff like that, to
Yeah.
tie everything in together. And they had ZZ Top. Remember that band? They were in
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
They were in
yeah.
that movie, the beards and stuff like that. Yeah. So, I still think one is still my favorite.
Okay, let me ask you guys a question.
Okay.
5 years from now, they want to do a remake. Are you in or out?
That's the good question. I would say no.
I'm surprised that hasn't happened.
Me too. But I think this is a trilogy, like, because Indiana Jones, saying it's probably the best trilogy from the 80s, but now there's been,
I don't know what you're talking about.
a bunch of other movies.
There's only 3 movies in that.
Men in Black thing.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, see, this is the type of trilogy
Get
that
as-
they should not touch.
Did you guys see that Robert Downey Jr. and Tom Holland's version of the Marty and
No.
Doc?
No.
You guys haven't seen that?
No. Pull it up.
You have to pull it up.
What do you mean? You're right here.
No.
It's on YouTube?
I have stuff on.
Huh?
It's on YouTube. So it's shot for shot of the scene in the school, but it's
I have seen it.
yeah.
I know what you mean.
You've seen it. It's
Probably.
so popular, but it looks so eerily close to the two.
Yeah.
Like Robert Downey as Doc, and then Tom Holland as Michael J. Fox. Oh my God, people wanted this. They're like, if you're gonna do anything, do it like this, because it looks
Yeah.
almost just like them.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't think people would want them to.
I think what's the situation with
Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox. I would love them to do a proper send off for him. Like give him.
Did you see his documentary?
Yeah.
No, I wanted to see it.
It's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm happy with these films the way they are. Like, you know, there's so many reboots now, and there's so many. Let's just make more money. I'm sure they've talked
That's
about
true.
it at some
That's
point.
true.
Well, what if they did a modern, and then they instead of going to 2015, which was 7 years
Go Back to
ago.
the Future.
Yeah. Well,
With
okay.
with the shoes that tie themselves.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
the dog that walks itself.
Yeah.
And man, we have all that stuff.
Yeah, this future
Yeah.
sucks.
Marty buys Tesla stocks
Yeah.
or Biff. Sorry.
Or, I mean, some of the stuff they had in the house, like they'd put something in the microwave, and out would come this big pizza. and,
Yeah.
You know, they're like, oh, this is all gonna happen. None of it's happened.
No.
Well, flying cars has been a talk for like 30, 40
we
years.
have
right?
flying cars. It's the infrastructure that's the problem,
Yeah.
not the technology.
Yeah.
But
No,
what
but-
if they modernized it and they did it like, okay, now, and then he goes to the
That's
future.
the problem,
future.
though. I don't think people want it modernized. They want it campy and funny.
No. You still do it campy and funny, but when that movie came out, it was a modern movie, and that was their depiction of what the future would look like, which is just
So social media changes the outcome.
huh?
Social media changes the outcome of the movie
No,
because that's modern, right? Would that be an effect?
no. I'm saying do.
I know. Okay, so they have done movies where they update stuff, and it's like
Yeah.
it's as simple as like the Scream movies. Instead of answering the phone, they're texting.
Yeah,
You know, it's things like that.
yeah.
But you know, like, would it be like a Marty and Doc, or are you just saying that they're? It'd be neat if somebody discovered the DeLorean.
It's gonna be a girl that's
and it
gonna
was like
discover.
his son.
It's Marty's
Or not
daughter that's
even.
gonna discover it. That's
Or
what's
not
gonna
even. They don't even have to be related to them, but like in their world,
Yeah,
someone discovers that the DeLorean exists and you can time travel with it.
yeah.
And
Then
so,
he gets more gigawatts,
and then maybe you have Doc and Marty come in and say,
or maybe
we
they
gotta
run
destroy
into
this
them.
thing.
They run into them in the
Okay,
past.
let me ask you guys: are you guys okay if they have a female
I
lead?
do not give a
"Yeah, me neither."
I think a lot of people would care because you're taking it away from the.
No, you're
main
not. You're not
storyline.
taking away anything. Those movies still exist. We are literally just spitballing how they could run
I wouldn't want
into
it.
the multiverse.
I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't want a female being the lead in.
Who
this movie.
cares? We're
Why?
talking
No,
about.
I'm giving my opinion. So it's
I
what
mean,
I'm
but,
saying. I would like to have the same characters reprised, like a,
They
a
can't.
new version.
but it doesn't matter if it's,
It's,
male
that's
or
a
female.
reboot, right?
No.
It's a reboot. You guys are talking about continuation.
Kind of.
I'm talking about a reboot.
Mm.
I think we're talking about
'Cause
having a new chapter in the same universe.
what I'm
not
saying is-
necessarily a sequel and not necessarily a reboot.
But if you have in the same universe, it's not a reboot. It's a continuation,
Yeah.
right? What I'm saying is, if you do a continuation, you might tarnish because the continuation of Indiana Jones has pretty much pissed off people from the trilogy love. They're like, why do you even do this? We were okay with the 3. You screwed up with Crystal. You tried it, it didn't work, and you made it even worse. now.
Continued.
Yeah, but that's just one example. I mean, I'm not saying they're going to
Give
screw
me time.
up.
I'll give you a list. Right? I mean, what I'm saying is, if it's that important, it is to a lot of people. That trilogy, leave it then.
Of course.
Leave
Mhm.
it. But if you're gonna do it, I would prefer just a reboot
Yeah, but a reboot is just
because then you
lazy.
could say it's a different universe altogether. It's not a continuation.
Yeah, but no matter what you're making, it doesn't affect the original. The original still exists.
I disagree. I think if you're gonna do a continuation, it
You can
does
still rewatch the first 3 movies.
No one's gonna say you can't watch it. What I'm saying is, the legacy should have ended there for that.
Yeah,
But
they're
if you
not
do a
going to get Michael J. Fox to stand in front of a camera.
No, but you're still continuing that story.
No, I'm saying continue the universe. So like as Chris
And
is saying, like
I'm saying that I would like a different universe.
all right,
That's what I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I don't think either one is gonna happen.
No.
no.
Right? Because
Who owns or who put this out? Who is it? Paramount?
Yeah,
I
Like, who
think
owns the rights or
you're
whatever?
probably right.
Robert Zemeckis owns the
Ah.
rights, but I don't know who he's under. But he made sure that he held all the
But
rights. to
there's
it.
enough
Yeah.
money being dumped.
Or is it under Spielberg? Because Spielberg was a producer too.
It might happen.
Oh, it's under whatever their production.
DreamWorks? Is that still a thing?
No, well, no. There's a they have a production company that's it's like KSB.
Oh
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. It's Kassenberg and
Yeah.
the record guy.
Yeah,
and-
yeah.
I know what you mean.
So who's the parent company then? Warner Brothers
I'm not sure.
or Universal?
Or Fox.
I think it's Universal. Or
Might
Fox.
be.
Yeah, it's one of those two. I don't think it's Warner Brothers. But if enough money is being dumped to them, they might do it.
Yeah.
Or an AI will just do it for cheap.
Oh,
Universal.
Okay.
Universal. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Speaking of rights, Mickey Mouse is
It's
It's in the
common IP now.
common.
it's going, and they're not gonna So there was a law that was made specifically
To protect them.
to protect it, and they are saying that expires like next year. So the original whatever, how long something will be allowed
rights, yeah, IP rights or whatever.
to be
yeah,
copywritten,
Yeah, yeah.
that expired.
2024.
Yeah, 2024. And Disney has come out saying that they are retiring Mickey. What that means, I don't know.
Well, how can he retire Mickey? He's the center of everything you made.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
but also they have to.
well, I
Does that protect him?
Huh?
no, he's still open IP. Steamboat Willie
he's
is
still
open IP.
open IP now. It's just now they can't sue people for using the mouse.
Oh, okay.
So like they're gonna retire him, which means they're probably not gonna invest much money because it's no longer specifically to them. So
But how does that? That's a because when you walk into any Disney attraction,
yeah,
his statue at Walt
sure.
is
They're not
right-
gonna get rid of Mickey. They're just not gonna.
But what do they mean by retire Mickey? I don't understand.
They're not gonna make any Mickey Mouse
like,
movies.
does he go off onto a old folks home or something?
No, he
Like,
goes out to a nice farm. He runs. You know.
Like you tell your kids. You sent the dog out to the farm.
Yeah.
He's having a great life out there.
Open fields. He gets to
There's a
run.
red
and chase,
barn.
chase mice. What? No, he's.
I don't understand that, right?
Yeah, they've announced that
Are
they're
they-
going to retire him.
So they're never gonna make it.
they're probably just going to have like some ceremony or some bullshit that people are going to watch, and then they're going to be like, "Oh, thank you for your service." He's going to get a medal, and some old guy's going to cry, and then they're yeah, and then nothing's going to change.
I've never seen
It's-
you two go that high pitch.
It's just going to be
I'm gonna be there in 2 weeks, so I'll send him off for you guys. If you want.
What do you mean?
Give him
oh,
the boot.
send him off, you know.
Yeah. I already told my nephews and my kids, if you guys see Mickey, watch out, elbows up. I'm coming in.
Elbows out.
Yeah, protect yourselves.
Yeah.
So, that's weird. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what it means, but they've
Good
kinda
luck,
confirmed
Disney.
it. Yeah.
You're gonna need it. Oh, they're just a company that's just crashing and burning in
How-
every direction.
No, they've just
They can't put out any fires.
it's not a fire. They've just been like making up their own laws for so long, and now they're just like,
They
all
just
right,
caught up to 'em."
that's enough.
Yeah, they're caught up.
Yeah. We're gonna buy Star Wars. That'll be easy. Oh wait, we actually have to pay attention and care about the characters and the legacy. Oh shit! Why is it on fire now?
We talked about it last week, but there's gonna be there was a rumor that some company's gonna buy out Disney
Yeah.
because they're just
Has there been any
nothing has been developed yet. But
since you told me that?
yeah,
There's been a lot of like kind of red flags, like when Disney starts like, oh, we're announcing this, and it's just like, oh, you're offloading like a lot.
Uh-huh.
Like you're getting rid of a lot of
You had to bring the value up somehow.
yeah.
Right? You can't
And-
keep taking
and-
loss.
And that also letting Mickey Mouse expire.
You had one job.
Yeah, it's like, all right, now you're buying us, but you don't even get the mouse.
And
Yeah,
still, I hear the teenage guy from The Simpsons. Oh, sorry, I was just working.
Oh,
Forgot to renew the contract.
We definitely need to do Crystal voiceovers.
Yeah.
Let's do a Mickey send off one.
But so yeah, they're like, if a company buys them, it's like you don't even get the mouse.
Nope. That sucks.
And also, nobody likes Star Wars anymore. Have fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
See you
enjoy-
later, loser.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's like that meme where that guy is sitting down, that Dilbert character drinking coffee, and the whole office is on fire.
Oh, the dog.
Oh,
The
yeah.
dog, yeah.
Everything's
it's,
on-
It's Dilbert, right?
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's happening right
think
now
it
in the
is Dilbert,
executive
yeah.
office. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yep.
Sir, we just thought $300 million in Indiana Jones. Don't worry about it. We'll find it when we bring. It'll be fine when we get it on the streaming platform.
No, Disney's just going to become a political party, so that when people go, "Hey, why did you lose $5 billion?" We're gonna be like, "Ooh," they're gonna be like, "All right, next question." Anyway.
It's Obama's fault.
Yeah. Oh, it's Iger's fault. I don't know. Like, that guy's crazy. Good thing we got him out.
The next one that's gonna be destroying them is the Snow White live action movie they're doing.
You making that?
Already, people are up in arms with that.
Who cares? They've all been fine.
There's no dwarfs now. They don't believe in dwarfs anymore. Yeah. I'm not even.
What?
Yeah, I'm not even joking. They said we do not
Snow
believe
White and the what? And the what? And
white
the what?
people.
And the white people. I don't know.
So they showed a picture. There was somebody actually took a picture during the filming.
And Peter Dinklage isn't in the movie.
Nope.
Bullshit.
So guess what? So here's the funny thing. You mentioned that they're up in arms.
yeah, exactly.
Why are we?
Finally, we have our.
Here's our chance to fight.
They're like,
Not
no.
inclusive. So that's what it is. Yeah, they did not hire a single little person to be part of that movie.
So there's no
and
dwarves.
and it's not all male anymore. There are females in there too. As well.
Yeah, who cares? They're not dwarves.
They're not dwarves. They're
Women can be sleepy and grumpy too, Elvin.
Oh, trust me, I know. In fact, I was expecting all some of them. But yeah, people are like, what is going on here? And then, guess who the evil, ugly, evil witch is?
Someone super hot.
Gal Gadot.
Oh yeah.
I rest my
Right.
case.
Well, it was who played Maleficent, or whatever.
Oh,
that was
Angela.
Angela Jolie.
Angelina Jolie. So
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, I bite that wing any day of the week.
yeah, so they always had the
But yeah, so Gal Gadot is
and,
the.
what was her name? The Wicked Witch or whatever. In Snow White, the bad lady,
Yeah, isn't it the evil witch?
the evil witch. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was always just like a big titty goth girlfriend, like.
But she had like
archetype in all of the movies or all of the cartoons.
in the cartoon she was grotesque and had that big nose with the
No,
wart
no,
on
she
it.
just no. There was the lady, but she had the big green face
No,
and
no,
the
that's
eye makeup.
Angelina Jolie. you're talking
In the
about.
cartoon, she also looked like that.
She went. Yeah, she changed.
Yeah,
yeah.
so that she
Yeah.
would trust her and take the apple. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Now we're
mhm.
talking about the inner workings of the lore of
yeah.
Snow White, but there's no 7 dwarves because
Yeah.
dwarves don't exist
Maleficent,
according to
yeah,
Disney.
Demi has joined us. our friend.
Maleficent. That's a
Malef-
stupid word.
Maleficent.
Maleficent.
But anyway, so yeah, Gal Gadot will be the ugly evil
Okay,
witch.
so are they just regular?
Magical creatures.
That's what they're
Snow
calling
White and the Magical Creatures.
Piss off.
Yeah. Disney's live-action Snow White under fire for replacing 7 dwarfs with magical creatures of all sizes and genders.
They know the dwarves are a thing, like real. They didn't make them up.
Finally, you guys feel my wrath.
See now, no. When you said they're making a live action, I was like, who gives a shit? The last live action ones they did were fine. Nobody cares. This is the
But this is the
stupidest
straw
thing.
that broke the camel's back for you. Justin. He's had enough, folks.
Look, there's a photo.
Oh man, people are laughing. People are just laughing.
Snow White's not even white. No, I'm kidding. What? No.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know, man.
It's called Snow White, not Snow Brown.
And she they've went on record. The actress is playing Snow White. She said she will not be saved by a prince. There's no kiss, nothing.
Well, yeah.
What's the point of making this movie then? Don't
Yeah.
make it.
You don't have the dwarves. You don't have.
You have nothing from Snow White. Don't even call it Snow White. Call it something else.
I mean, if you want to see Gal Gadot in like hot goth makeup, I guess I'll go.
well,
and
then I
watch
just
the
want
movie.
Wonder Woman then.
Let's do a Halloween special of Wonder
there
Woman.
you go. Just do a TV show with her running around. Justice for Willow People Cow. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, after Willow, Disney's like, we're not touching any of you people ever again. We're not.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This is gonna crash and burn. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
it's gonna crash and burn.
It'll do fine. Who cares?
I care. Like, stop saying who cares.
I don't
You
care.
got enraged about not having.
Yeah, because it was a funny conversation. But you know what I'm gonna do? Ignore it until it comes out, and then I'm gonna ignore it after it because it's a shitty movie, and I'm not gonna give it any money.
I can't wait to see this.
They got him.
Oh yeah, totally.
They got him. Gal Gadot. He's like, I'm in. Where's the ticket? That's why he brought up Gal Gadot's topic
Jesus.
today. Huh?
I
He
know
was diving in the Gal
Yeah.
Gadot realm today.
Oh Christ! Well, we got our clip for the week.
There you go. We wait 2 hours to get one clip.
You have to wait for the watch the whole thing to get it now.
Yeah.
It's near the end.
Okay.
It is at the end?
I mean, about.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna have a cigarette. After.
Oh my god, that was awesome. I loved it. That was
See what
awesome.
else Disney's gonna destroy.
We should just do an episode of the Disney disasters.
Yeah.
Just call it
Oh.
Disney disasters.
It's true.
We pick
I
our own
mean-
disasters and put it who has the worst disaster.
We already do that every week by watching the shit they put out.
I have a feeling Will will be at the top.
No.
No?
Willow's just the newest
Oh,
one.
we gotta do one then now.
Yeah, Willow's
Oh,
just the newest one.
I actually saw an article about what at one because I was looking at trilogies. Is like what's the worst third movie that ruined
yeah.
trilogy?
Mm.
Oh, so
That's
this
an
week we did
interesting topic.
the best.
Yeah, here.
One of the best
Let me
trilogies.
find the list quickly for you.
Okay.
'Cause
I'm
there's
gonna
a
go with
whole
Terminator.
No, Terminator 3 was pretty good. Like,
I don't even remember it.
neither do I.
That's a good.
Okay.
That it's good.
But Terminator 2 was like the best.
yeah. Oh,
And
no one's, I'm
then
not saying that.
T3. What happened in T3?
Exactly.
Okay, this is the article. It's called "The 10 Worst Final Films in Trilogies."
We should
Okay.
mention that. We should come up with our own.
Yeah, I know, but I just want to see what you guys think.
Yeah.
I can give you some suggestions.
I already got a couple, but yeah, go ahead.
Spider-Man 3.
Superman 3, Christopher Reeves. That was
Spider-Man
horrible.
3
Spider-Man
was
3 when
really,
he-
really bad.
dances?
Oh yeah, I put that clip in. Did you see that?
They do have Terminator 3.
Yeah. See.
Yeah.
They actually have X-Men.
Yeah,
Last-
X-Men 3
Last
that
Stand.
the
But you know what?
Phoenix-
You guys are gonna say as soon as I say this, you'll be like, "Oh my God, yeah."
Hold on. Let's just think.
Okay.
Is it 80s or 90s?
Oh, it's recent.
Okay,
Okay.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
That was the worst last movie. Yeah. I wanted to die. And so did
RoboCop 3 should have never been made.
it was?
That's what I didn't
Yeah.
even know there was.
Well, wait, that's not including the new one with
No.
Swedish
No,
guy.
that's a whole new universe.
Jurassic
Yeah.
Park 3.
That wasn't bad.
That wasn't.
The new trilogy's worse than that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Especially the last one that came out. It was horrible.
What happened in
Yeah.
Jurassic Park 3?
they bring back Grant and he gets tricked. He thinks
The
he's
pterodactyls
giving-
in the water and stuff.
There's
Oh,
a kid
yeah,
lost on
yeah,
the
yeah.
island, and the parents want to go find the
Yeah,
kid,
yeah,
and they
yeah.
trick Grant. and
wasn't
the
bad.
That wasn't bad
Yeah.
compared to this one that just came out last year. That
Yeah.
was horrible, that one.
Well,
Yeah.
Alien 3 was the
one
the
on
little girl, or was that the prison one?
prison one was Alien.
That was
3.
pretty good too.
That was
You know,
Fincher too.
Yeah.
we should do a 90s trilogy that are good.
Yeah.
There's some good ones. Like Lord of the Rings was good.
Oh, that was 2000s.
Is it 2000?
Might have been end of 90s. into
Yeah,
2000s.
Yeah, I
the
think-
last one might have been in the 2000s.
No, I think it was.
I'm gonna punch it up.
I think it was 2000. Well, no, 2000. 1990. That came around. Hold on. That was probably like 98. I think the first one.
2001. You're right.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
2001, 2002, and 2003.
3 years in a row. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they shot
Shit.
them all at once.
Oh yeah, they did shoot them all.
Yeah.
That's planning.
Remember, we're talking about Peter Jackson. He don't mess around.
No.
That guy gets it done.
Yeah, until he brought out the
It made
Hobbit.
almost $3 billion. That's
Sure,
$1 billion
sure.
per. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's success right there. And that was like 20 years ago,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe
So
we do
let's
90s
end it
one.
on that happy note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How sad the movie industry is now.
Yeah.
All right, we
Or
will see you guys
non-existent.
next week. Make sure if you're new here to subscribe and hit the like button. If you're already a subscriber here, thank you so much. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. Hit the like button for us as well because that's how the algorithm works. Go to our social media handle at A&R Universe. Check that stuff out. We're doing shorts every day almost. And also check out AGR. He's playing a lot of games.
There's a
And-
new update for Warzone. I'm going to play it all day tomorrow.
And we got some big things coming up on AGR, which we'll announce very soon. We're working some behind-the-scenes stuff. All right, guys. Good night. Say bye, guys.
Good night.